resting in khakis. Good for you. Good for the world. Good way to find a new job. Go to thenewmonster.com or download our app today.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone, America's #1 brakes destination. Right now, you can do the complete job and get a great deal when you buy a set of Duralast brake pads and rotors. It's also AutoZone's national hiring event. We're hiring all positions, from sales to warehouse and drivers, both part-time and full-time. Visit careers.autozone.com or any one of our stores.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
The Brian Bailey Show.
Jeff Palumbo, Associate Head Coach for East Carolina Pirate Baseball. And we will ask about the LeClaire Classic because obviously, that weekend of baseball just means so much more than just baseball. It'd be good to see Michigan here.
Yeah, it will be. Obviously, that adds a whole new element to it, right, with Coach Bakich and Coach Schnabel coming in. And I know it'll be a special weekend for really everyone involved, but especially those guys that had an opportunity to play here and play for Coach LeClaire. And certainly Coach Godwin, I know, is looking forward to having his good friends back to play.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
Everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. But the good news is, we're getting vehicles from the factory every single week. So what the customer can do is come in, get an appraisal on their trade-in if they have one. They can pick a vehicle that's incoming and actually kind of build it how they want. And then when it gets here in the next 6 to 8 weeks, they're actually taking delivery of a new vehicle.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Hang on, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York style pizza is a MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with a pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Pick up some new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Bring home comfort at huge savings during Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day Power Event. Now at Bostic Sugg, amp up your space that makes a powerful statement with hundreds of power sofas, sectionals, and recliners in stock. Experience the power of better sleep on a Serta Arctic mattress with 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase. And with any Arctic purchase, get 2 free pillows. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
East Carolina shortstop Ryder Giles, Zach Agnos, CJ Mayhew, and Carson Wisenon said that Ryder Giles is the best basketball player on the baseball team. Your thoughts on that?
Well, they are smart guys. We've played basketball a couple times. Nothing too crazy, but I did get a lot of JJ Redick comparisons out of high school.
Wow! So. All right. Did you play in high school?
I did. Yep, I did.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Sustained effort and violence.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Do we not agree?
It can be a total goat rodeo.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Cool, neat story.
A fat, stinky kind of dude that someone thought had a radio voice.
What's wrong with my voice?
Doesn't seem like a real bad guy, but just a bit full of himself and sees himself as a huge radio personality.
Dominating the East Coast.
He looks fat and stinky.
Oh.
And is an absolute bozo.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, happy opening day to you and yours. Clip Brock here on a lovely Friday in eastern North Carolina. And welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250 and 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com, and we are available to watch on Facebook Live. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and you can chime in there with your questions, comments, concerns, and be a part of today's program. Thanks for tuning in. From 3 to 4, we'll get you ready for Pirate Baseball, as we will talk to some folks live out just beyond the stadium, the fence at Clark LeClaire Stadium. We'll go out to the jungle and talk to Troy D. He'll be live on location. Got a little Pirate Radio tailgate zone action going on out there. And also Jared Plummer, better known as at ECU Jungle on Twitter, Pack the Jungle. We'll see what's going on at his tailgate, and maybe Troy will have some one-on-ones out there as well. We'll set the scene for you at what all is going on what should be a pretty awesome tailgate with the weather that is going on outside these studios right now. Pirates and Bryant, the Bulldogs, going at it at 4 o'clock today at Clark LeClaire. So we'll have a jungle update for you coming up in about 15-20 minutes. Later on this hour, we'll talk to today's PA announcer at Clark LeClaire Stadium. It'll be Morgan Ahlers, who will be on the mic at 4 o'clock, and he'll join us to talk Pirate Baseball. We'll recap ECU's basketball win last night. Nice roadie win for the Pirates as they took down South Florida, so we'll talk about that. We'll dive into the NFL at 4 o'clock with Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com. He will join us to we'll tie a bow in the Super Bowl. I saw FanDuel's got one of the worst Twitter accounts ever. It just feels like they're bored and they have nothing to do, so they just throw out the most random, dumb things. But today's was Christian McCaffrey is a top blank fantasy pick in 2022, and I want to dive into that with Chandler and Tony. I feel like at one point, not too far in the past, Christian McCaffrey was hands off, do not touch him, no way he's ever going to leave the Carolina Panthers, don't even think about it, to now, maybe we could get something for Christian McCaffrey. You hadn't seen a lot of them on the field these last couple of years. So we'll talk about it from a fantasy perspective and a football perspective, the future of Christian McCaffrey and what Panthers fans want the future of Christian McCaffrey to be with the Carolina Panthers. So Tony Dunn joins us at 4. Brian North at 5 o'clock. We'll talk some hoops, baseball, and more. And then at 5:25, Greeny, Mark Greenhelge, Golf Shop Radio Show, will join us live from a golf course in Florida, as he is on the link. So we'll talk to Greeny about what's going on in the golf world. Harold Varner III had a bad Thursday and is either just about to tee off or has teed off. We'll keep an update, keep an eye out on what HV3 is doing out in California at the Genesis Open. Could it be an early exodus for Harold at the Genesis? Don't say anything. I like the silence. Something about this silence is very soothing.
Have you introduced me yet?
Chandler Honeycutt, CJ Schaefer here. CJ, what the hell are you doing here?
Waiting on Glenn. There's only one parking pass.
I'm so confused. You're not supposed to be here. We have winners coming in.
Wes is supposed to be here.
Wes is supposed to be here.
I found this winner's prize. We're good.
We had a winner walk in. CJ
I think she
took care
won
of it.
tickets to the game. So I think she's heading out to Clark LeClaire Stadium.
She was wearing a 23 LeClaire jersey.
Won tickets and a T-shirt, I believe.
So
Nice.
good stuff. Got a lot of fans
and some
excited
gift cards, I believe.
for some
okay.
baseball. Let me say that one more time, though, Chandler, just in case. You might have missed it the first time around. Could it be an early exodus for Harold Varner III at the Genesis? Shout out to my boy Leviticus as well.
That is the stupidest thing.
Are you doing Mully now?
Chandler's pretty funny, so I have to try it too.
All right, CJ's heading out to Clark LeClaire soon. It could be a two-man operation here. Man and Clip.
Two-man band, baby.
CNC Radio Factory in here.
Let's go.
Making you sweat.
Let's go.
Gonna be
Make
a
you
race?
sweat. Dripping the sweat.
Okay.
Were you going to say something unfunny?
No, I was going to ask if you guys were going to have a rave.
Not without you.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we've got all that on the show today. And once again, you can chime in Facebook Live, YouTube. Oh yeah, might I add? And we love this, Chandler. You actually did a taste test last Friday.
Yeah, I actually I went home and went straight to my parents' restaurant, and my mom, as soon as I got there, I was talking to her and said, hey, I hadn't seen her since the new year. And she said, have you tried the new Bud Light Next? Because she knows I'm a low-carb guy. And I was like, yeah, I heard there's 0 carbs. I said, in fact, we gave it away today on Pirate Radio Live. I said, hand me that and take a quick video of me, and I'll do a taste test of the Bud Light Next. And it was pretty good.
All right. Pretty good?
Pretty damn good.
Okay, pretty good. That's different. Chance says, where'd you get that hat? I don't know if he's talking about me, you, or CJ. So let's go around the horn. I want to say I got this at UBE, but it has been a while. Chandler, where'd you get your hat?
I want to say I got this from UBE. It's been a while.
CJ, where'd you get your hat?
I got this hat from Crabtree Valley Mall. I don't know the name of the store, honestly.
Okay. All right. There you go. This has been an episode of where
did you get that hat?
Did you get that hat? Tyler thought his feed had messed up with all the silence. No, that was just me delivering a line and nobody reacting to it.
Well, Chandler was trying to abide by your rule that you don't speak until you get introduced.
I put him in quite a pickle, didn't I?
I'm in quite a pickle right now.
Thank you for not speaking until you've been introduced. That is proper radio etiquette right there. Well done, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Let's see. What do we got? CJ, you're about to get out of here, so real quick. I watched a little racing last night.
Good to know.
Had East Carolina on the TV, had the duels on my laptop.
Did the same thing?
Yeah, and it was all right. I wish the guys I bet on would have done something, but
understandable.
So Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher won the duels last night?
Yes, and they're teammates, so...
Meaning they'll be 3-4?
Yes, they will be 3rd and 4th.
Behind Logano and Larson.
It is... So I thought it was Logano. I got to correct myself. It's actually Bowman and Larson.
Okay. Bowman, Larson in the front.
Yep.
Keselowski, Buescher behind them, and then the rest of the field at the Daytona 500.
And you may have seen Logano wrecked yesterday at the end of the race. So he'll be coming from the back now, which at Daytona, not a big deal, but just something to look for, I guess.
The trucks tonight?
Yes. It should be trucks tonight, Xfinity Series tomorrow, Cup Sunday.
All right, so a little racing if you want to mix that in with some basketball and baseball this weekend. Speaking of basketball, the Sug boat was rocking last night, buddy.
It was.
As the Pirates go on the road and take down South Florida in an ugly basketball game that South Florida announcer Jim Lauk thought was the greatest game of all time.
I really want to see the basketball games that he's watched this year because I don't know what he's talking about.
He and his broadcast partner could not stop talking about how entertaining and fun that basketball game was.
It's 19-19 with 8 minutes left in the first half.
I think South Florida must be one of the slowest paced teams in the country because he kept saying like, well, they're not used to playing this fast. Boy, this is fun. This is exciting. So yeah, like what do their normal games look like?
I don't know.
Either way.
Hey, I think they went under like we projected yesterday on the show.
I know for a fact they did. And I know for a fact ECU Moneyline hit as well. So the Pirates win it last night. It was ugly, but you'll take any road win, any win at all you can get. And that is back-to-back road wins. The Road Warriors are the East Carolina Pirates. They'll take on UCF coming up this weekend on Sunday. Last night, your high scorer was Vance Jackson with 16. Tristan Newton added 14. Brandon Suggs, 13, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, at least 1 charge, maybe more.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit.
Sprinkling in a little bit of everything.
And Tremont Robinson-White with the late dagger.
What a clutch shot.
What
a shot, Jeffrey.
Just about sealed the deal. How about Tremont? 10, 6 rebounds, and no assists. That is a weird stat line for Tremont Robinson-White.
We had 4 guys in double digits last night, right?
Correct, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, not a high-scoring game, but a lot of guys contributed a good amount of points.
Tristan Newton was 4 rebounds and 3 turnovers away from a quadruple-double.
Huge.
He had 14 points, 10 assists, 6 boards, 7 turnovers.
Wow.
Tristan, that's too many turnovers. Luckily, he had 10 assists, so the ratio didn't get completely crushed. But that's too many turnovers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been talking about that, about Tristan Newton not being able to hang on to the basketball, and it kind of continued last night with 7 turnovers, but he was able to contribute in other categories as well, the ones that matter, which is points and rebounds and assists. So Tristan also getting to the line and being automatic at the line too. So
automatic, Chandler. Just easy money. That's what you want out of your point guard late in games. Hit your free throws. All right, so that was not really a surprise, but a pleasant outcome last night. All right, we're getting ready for some baseball. We'll run over these. I did some ECU baseball prop bets earlier today.
Big fan of that, by the way. I like that.
All right, so you chimed in on your answers and everything?
No.
Oh, so not that big of a fan?
No.
Okay. Just somewhat of a fan?
Well, I was trying to suck up, but okay.
Nope.
Next time I won't.
Some opening day prop bets for ECU baseball. What do you got? You can chime in with your answers. Garrett Saylor, over, under 4.5. And Chandler has his answers, so I'll go by his, see what he says. You're going under. You say Garrett Saylor strikes out 4 Bryant Bulldogs today.
Yes, I think he'll let the defense play for him today, kind of force some ground outs, some pop-ups. But obviously I want him to go over, but I could see him kind of limiting his strikeouts to, like I said, I think I could see him getting to 4. But that defense with Zach Acknos moving to second base, Amac at third. Obviously, you got Giles at shortstop, and then Moylan at first, and then you got the outfield as well. So I think the defense is going to get it done for him today.
All right, thank you.
Not many strikeouts from Garrett Saylor.
The outfield is playing today?
Yes, Bryson Worrell in center, right field. We don't have a lineup.
I know. I was wondering if you already had a lineup. But you are fairly certain there will be an outfield behind Garrett Saylor.
I think there's going to be people, maybe angels in the outfield.
Maybe a heavenly force can help us out today. Who hits the first Pirate home run of the season? Chan Man is going with that big fella at first base.
Josh Moylan. Saw somebody had AMAC, which I like that one as well. There's a lot of guys that you can put in there. Bryson Worrell. That's about it.
Yeah, a lot of guys, and you named one. I tell you what, we'll run over these when we return. What's your favorite term for a home run? What do you say? I feel like I say go yard a lot.
Go yard, rake. That's describing hitting home runs, like or just batting in general.
Yeah, I think that's more just like hitting it all over the field.
Am I allowed to say piss missile on air?
Well, you did.
You just did.
You did. Thanks, CJ.
Slobber knocker.
All right. Don't take a timeout. Come back. We'll go live to the jungle when we return. Hope they get good phone service out there.
We shall see.
We'll see. And talk to the folks getting ready for some Pirate baseball. East Carolina Bride, 4 o'clock. We'll be watching that here during the show. So stick with us in the 4 o'clock hour. We'll talk some football and tell you what's going on with ECU baseball. A lot more to go on Pirate Radio Live here on a Free Beer Friday. Back with you after this.
Perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Because slice to order makes a sub above. Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 chicken Philly. Because grilled to order makes a sub above.
Bring home comfort at huge savings during Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day Power Event. Now at Bostic Sugg, amp up your space that makes a powerful statement with hundreds of power sofas, sectionals, and recliners in stock. Experience the power of better sleep on a Serta Arctic mattress with 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase. And with any Arctic purchase, get 2 free pillows. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hello, this is Michael McGraw from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center of Greenville. We offer a variety of services including arthroscopic surgery, sports medicine, carpal tunnel and general orthopedics, fracture care, total joint replacement, physical therapy, and on-site MRIs. For experienced professional medical care, visit our office on W.H. Smith Boulevard in Greenville and online at orthoeast.com. Orthopedics East providing services to ECU and Pitt County athletics for over 35 years. Go Pirates!
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Pirate Radio.
I'll listen to you guys all the time, especially when it's coming up to game week with the Pirates, and I assure you I'll be listening to Pirate Radio at some point during the fall this year.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back to the show. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncstateparks.gov. Let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, thank you, Chan, man. A lot going on. Got an update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
ECU softball has taken a 1-0 crap. Colgate leads ECU 1-0 early in the game. Sorry, I misread that. Got excited for a second. We'll be winking later on. Pirates will come back. But Colgate with an early 1-0 lead on ECU. Baseball, Pirates get underway at 4 o'clock. We have a lineup. I'll run it down real quick. Riley Johnson will lead off playing right field for the Pirates. Carter Cunningham in his ECU debut playing first base, hitting second. Josh Moylan, Chandler's pick to go yard first for the Pirates this year, is DHing, hitting third. Zach Agnos at second base in the cleanup spot. Bryson Worrell is playing center field, hitting fifth. Ryder Giles at short is hitting sixth. Alec Makarevich is playing third base, hitting seventh for the Pirates. It'll be Lane Hoover in left, hitting eighth. And Justin Wilcoxon is the catcher today, ninth in the order. Garrett Saylor, the tall righty, on the mound for ECU. All right, let's head out to the jungle and talk to at ECU Jungle on Twitter. He is Jared Plummer, joining us today to set the scene out just beyond Clark LeClaire Stadium. Jared, happy opening day to you. How you doing, man?
Hey, this is the greatest day of the year. I'm telling you this from now on. This is Eastern North Carolina's. I think we need to have this some sort of federal holiday of some sort east of I-95.
You think PJ Connolly could get that done, right? Being he's a former player.
You know what? Look, and I have contacts with PJ. Look, I'm gonna work on that for next year. But 2023, the year 23, we'll make sure it's a holiday in Greenville. How about that? We'll make that happen. We'll get PJ on the line.
Absolutely, Jared. You've been doing this a while. This has got to be, and it's cooled off a tad, I guess, but one of the best weather days for opening day since I can remember. How about you?
Well, we were just looking at it. It's mid 60s. Look, we got a 15, 20-mile-an-hour breeze going out, across left field, but it's nothing like, last year we were over in Stratford Arms huddling around a little heater when it was, 27, 28 degrees. So, look, we were just joking that a couple of us had to go back and get some shorts some of us have been out here since 10, and don't be wrong, it's going to start getting a little cooler, but no, we're good. And honestly, the more you drink, the warmer you get. So we're all good.
A long tailgate, a fun tailgate going on for Pirate Baseball today. I saw the video that you posted with the burgers, the picture, video, I don't know what it was. Those are some of the best looking burgers I've ever seen, Jared.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'll drink an aside. It was Brian Dillday's burgers, and we joked that they're well done, which means he is in mid-season form. But truthfully, no, we've already got we got burgers out here, we got dogs. I know we've got brats. And then I went to the big tent down close to the center field, which we say the original jungle, the guys that started. They usually have a smorgasbord down there. So, we're doing it right up here. Great little crowd. It's nice for, 4 o'clock start.
Yeah, in February, I remember the scene from the regional where the parking lot out there is packed and everything's packed out there. But how about today for an opening day? Is this a strong crowd compared to years past, Jared?
Yes, very strong compared to years past for opening weekend.
Yeah.
And again, look, who we kidding? This is February. This isn't May and June. But no, this is a great crowd. We probably have half the parking lot full for the jungle, which is a big deal for opening weekend. So look,
good deal.
Definitely excitement. It's cool to see.
Jared, who is going to hit the first home run for East Carolina this season?
Okay, so I'll say this. Who did Chandler? Who did you say?
He has Josh Moylan.
Okay, well, I can't say him. I was going to say Moylan, but truth be told, if you would have told me 2 hours ago, I'd have said Moylan. He's going to hit lefty, and the wind was howling to right field. But now I got to figure out. I don't know. Let me throw a curveball since Cliff's going to throw some curveballs with the starting lineup. Let's throw Hoover out here. If he's going to play left field, I think he might go a little oppo pop.
All right, you'll give him some I don't know, help out there, some motivation while he's in the field to hit a dinger. Are you guys ready to harass the Bryant left fielder?
Oh, you mean Derek Smith? Oh, that's who the left fielder is. No, actually, all joking aside, we chatted with him before when they were doing BP, and it's funny because I guess he's followed the account, and he goes, "Look, I just want to let you know, be gentle. Look, if you joke around back, you're going to be the greatest atmosphere of your life. If not, we're going to put the 10 rules on you, and then it's your problem."
That is really neat, and we talked to some of the Pirate players on Monday about that, and Bryson Worrell, who hears you guys all the time, and he's glad that you're on his side. But that is something that is pretty unique to Clark LeClaire Stadium, the impact, and really, like the ECU player said, if the opposing team has fun with it, like it sounds like their guy is doing, then it's all fun and games, right? Like no harm, no foul.
No, look, truth be told, in left field, we don't cuss, we don't talk about their moms. Everything's clean, but in the end, these are 18 to 22-year-old kids, and frankly, look, I mean, our job is to get in their head a little bit, but also is to have a good time for us and to have a great time with them. And look, we do our part, whether it be for the positive or the negative. In the end, we're just trying to grow the game, right?
Grow the game. Jared does a great job of that on social media at ECU Jungle. Jared, have fun out there, enjoy the game, enjoy the season, and we'll talk to you soon, bud.
Sounds good. Go Pirates.
All right, there he is, Jared Plummer. You know him on Twitter at ECU Jungle. They are fired up for some Pirate baseball. All right, let's stay in the jungle and move down, I guess, a few parking spots and see what's going on at the Pirate Radio tailgate zone out there in the jungle. Troy D joins us today from the jungle. Troy, what's going on?
Hey, man, yeah, we're only about 10 feet away. So I know he's trying to take my job and stuff, but he's doing a good job. I'm going to take his job in the jungle, and he's going to take my job on the air. So we'll do a little role reversal. Great day to be out here for opening day. As he mentioned, look, you got to remember, it is February, but, man, what a great day for February. We've seen a lot worse weather out here. I've got one of our stars from the jungle. He is the leader of the megaphone crew, the original megaphone guy, Brian Dilday. He is back and ready to go. I was talking with you early, Brian, and the voice is sounding good right now for the first game of the season.
Hey, I'm feeling great. I've tried to rest up the last couple of days and get ready to cheer on our Pirates. We always got to love those Pirates.
At what point does it start to get raspy? Is it mid-season or is it like the third game of the year?
It's like the third inning. I'll get started with them and, get a couple one-up, one-downs, and then roll them with it. Next thing I know, here we are about third inning. I'm like, okay, got to get a little hydration.
So a lot of folks may not know Brian personally like I do, but we went to college together, a little fast fact, and I knew you back in the early 90s. But they know your voice, or they have heard you, even if you sit in the grandstands or if you ever attend an ECU game and you see the megaphone out in left field. That's you, although you've got a lot of followers. You've got a lot of guys that now bring their own megaphone. How many do you have in your crew this year?
We had about 6 or so. We've definitely grown over the years. Started with me, and then we've done many different trips and things to go support the Pirates, and we were able to, along the way, people, and I even see kids coming up, and they'll be like having their little megaphones ready to go and cheer on the Pirates.
Kind of I always say the jungle out here is the closest thing to like a football atmosphere you get tailgating-wise, and it may not have the volume of tailgaters that ECU football does, but it sure has the passion.
That it does. Pirates support Pirates. And baseball is one of those sports that we all know they're always a national contender, and they're a team that we are going to support, we're going to love. We got a great coaching staff, we got a great team, we've got great fans, and we just want to do everything we can to help our Pirates to take care of business on the field.
First tailgate of the year, what's on the menu today?
We went All-American, hot dogs and hamburgers, baby.
Hard to go wrong there.
You can never go wrong with hot dog and hamburger.
My buddy Bram Anderson says everybody loves burgers.
So true.
All right, good seeing you, man. Keep up the good work, and we'll be hearing from you soon, I'm sure.
Hey, always a pleasure talking with Troy, and as always, go Pirates. Arg!
All right, Clip, fun, festive atmosphere as always in the Jungle parking lot here, literally in the shadow of Lewis Field at Clark LeClaire Stadium. So, festivities getting ready to get underway. First pitch, 4 o'clock. So, also have games Saturday and Sunday. Looking forward to the return of ECU baseball now. Let's see. Only 30 minutes away. So, great time. Plenty of time for folks to come out here and enjoy themselves at the stadium day 2, Clip.
Yeah, should be a fun weekend and a fun opener, great weather day. Have fun out there, Troy D, and get us a win out there.
Sounds good. Tell Chandler I'll save him a cold one.
Chan, man, has one waiting. Chan, you got a few waiting for you, it sounds like.
Yeah, I put a PSA out there on Twitter, and I had Gene Briggs, I had Josh Thomas, now I've got Troy D, and a few others, too. I think Brian's wife, Corinne, responded as well and said they would have a few.
Sometimes begging works, so good for you.
He's got a lot of work to do when he gets out here, Cliff.
Oh, he's going to have to earn it?
No, he's going to have to go to everybody and have one.
Yeah. Okay, that kind of work.
Everybody that's offered him one, he's got to go accept it.
Yeah, it's like a relay race.
It would be rude not to accept it. He said, hey, save me one. Everybody that saves him one, he needs to go have it.
That's right.
Yep, there you go. All right, Troy D, thanks, man.
Have fun, Troy.
All right, sounds good. See you guys out here.
All right, there is Troy D. Shane, man, let's, I'm going to continue going over those prop bets because we only hit a few earlier. So you got Saylor having under 4.5 strikeouts. You say he gets 4. You got Josh Moylan hitting the first home run for East Carolina. And you said Moylan gets the birdhouse on his head first. Will the birdhouse be back this year?
I was just assuming that it would be back.
Yeah. I kind of hope they do something new.
If they do something new, great. Or maybe like what Troy said the other day, maybe they'll paint it purple or do something like that. But now if Jake Kuchmaner is in charge of that, I think he's going to be a traditional guy and stick with the tradition of the birdhouse.
All right, you have how many runs for East Carolina tonight? You have the under 7.5. So what run count do you have in mind?
I'm thinking about maybe 6. I can see it being like a 6-1 game, 6-2 ECU win.
Over under 4.5 pitchers used by the Pirates. You are going under, which explains why you think Bryant will have a real low run total. You think the Pirate pitchers will handle their bats today?
Yeah, maybe I can see Saylor going maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 innings, and then some of those relief pitchers, maybe like C.J. Mayhew coming in and taking care of business for another 2 or 3 innings, and then having somebody come in and close. So maybe 3 different pitchers.
All right, ECU stolen bases, over under 2.5. You have the over. The Pirates do have a fast team.
Yeah, you got Zach Agnos, who was on here on Monday in the Players Lounge, who said that he sees himself as a savvy base runner, and I think so as well. So
if Hoover gets on,
Bryson Worrell is a guy who has speed. If he gets on, and I could see him getting on at least once or twice today. So I'm going to go over. Is it 2.5? So at least 3 stolen bases for the Pirates.
And will ECU score in the first inning? Chandler says they will not.
No, I think I did say it would come in maybe the 4th or 5th.
Second time through the order.
Yeah. So those guys will probably have the get the jitters out in the first. Go around with the lineup, and then when they come back around, I think that's when the runs will come in and score.
All right, looking at some other answers we got here. Davis says Alec Makarevich will have the first home run. Odom says Bryson Worrell will have the first dinger for the Pirates. An attitude adjuster on Twitter also says Bryson Worrell will have the first home run for ECU. Skull Pirate is going with Josh Moylan. Will that home run come today? We shall see. Could be tomorrow. Could be Sunday.
Be tomorrow. Could be Sunday. I do think we'll see it this weekend, though. There's no way we'll go the whole opening weekend without a home run for the Pirates. There's no way.
Don't you, I don't know. The older I get, don't you hate saying things like that, especially when you know it's being recorded? Because, while you were saying it, you gave me a look like I wish I wasn't saying this as I'm saying it.
Yeah, I'm still giving you that look right now.
Let's take that back. All right, we'll take a timeout. Come back. When we return, we will talk to today's PA announcer at Clark LeClaire Stadium. I am very pleased to be able to do that Saturday and Sunday. Today, it will be Morgan Ahlers, voice of Minges and Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, who will be behind the microphone today at Clark LeClaire. We'll talk to him.
Clip. And we have a very special guest that's going to be riding along with us for the rest of the time. The legendary Wes the Mess Hines is in that building, baby.
We'll find out what Wes has been up to as well, as he will be producing our program today. We'll take a time out, come back, have more for you on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Domino's week-long carry-out deal means you can carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each every day. That's right, $7.99 each, and every day means any day. But just in case there's any confusion, we've set up a helpful website to confirm if today's a day you can carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each at Domino's. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's week-long carry-out deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes extra large and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Hey Greenville, Bagel Man here with some exciting news. We are now open for dinner. This is the first time ever for dinner in our 33 years. Our entire menu is available, plus some new sandwiches like the roast beef cheddar, the Italian sub, and the meatball parm. You can also get French fries and home fries as a side for any of your sandwiches. Order online for pickup or delivery, and don't forget about our great catering. We're available 7 days a week. We can deliver or you can pick it up. Bagel Man here.
We paid how much for those lessons?
Shh, she's doing great.
Oh yeah, totally. Can you pass me a Pepsi Zero Sugar? Great job, honey! Oh, look at that. That's not the end.
No way. Now it's time for the encore.
You know what? You're right. 5 times? Not enough times.
For everyone who traded in rock concerts for their kids' recitals, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Here is your ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Wanna watch the game? Ooh, little sports ball on a Sunday afternoon. Don't mind if I do. Hey, did we win? It sounds like we won.
It's still the first quarter.
I must be lucky. People say that about me. Tough break on that free throw there. Shouldn't be doing that.
Dude, we're watching football. Come on.
For everyone who spent the entire game explaining the entire game, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hi, this is Morgan Ahlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back to the show. Need some beer for this ECU baseball opening weekend? The Jarvis Street Bottle Shop near Christie's Europub is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating NC craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by Tuesday through Sunday, or check out the Jarvis Street Bottle Shop on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here on a Friday edition, a free beer Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We got some Bud Light Next to give away. Next. Coming up in hour number 3, Bud Light Next. A brand new, super crisp, zero-carb beer brewed with the tradition and legacy of Bud Light, but created for a generation that wants a more interesting, equally refreshing, and lower carb and calorie beer option. We will give away 12 Bud Light Nextuses and a large 2-topping pizza from Domino's coming up in hour 3 of today's show. A couple of scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
I'm watching Mississippi State. Mississippi State and the Dirtbags of Long Beach State are scoreless, playing in the 3rd inning. And NC State, I just saw, has taken jumped out to a 5-0 lead early against the Purple Aces of Evansville. So a lot of college baseball going on. East Carolina and Bryant coming up at 4 o'clock. Let's welcome in Wes Hines.
Hello, Clipper.
Wes, thanks for helping us out, man.
No problem.
Everything good in your world?
Oh, yes. Everything is going great.
We'll get a Wes update later on in today's show.
Okay.
And but we appreciate your help. Chan Man, great job as well. CJ is off to Clark LeClaire Stadium. So we are all systems go here at the station and covering the game out at Clark LeClaire. Let's head out to Clark LeClaire once again and talk to Morgan Ahlers, who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Morgan will be on the PA call today as ECU takes on Bryant. Morgan, happy opening day to you. How you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Opening day, the weather's turned out to be good, so excited for some Pirate baseball here this afternoon. And as I know you are coming up on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, sir. I'll be out there Saturday, Sunday. Really looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing what Garrett Saylor can do in the opener for East Carolina coming up today. Morgan Carson Wisenhunt suspended, according to Cliff Godwin, violation of team rule, singular. Next man up, that man is Garrett Saylor. Jake Kuchmaner throws Saturday, and then Jake Hunter, the youngster, on Sunday. So that's the rotation for the weekend. Morgan, high expectations for this ECU baseball team. You hate to be without your Friday ace, but next man up, and we'll see what they got tonight.
Yeah, it's not like they haven't done a lot of baseball for the Pirates, and I think you just shifted a few things over. And I'm excited to see what the offense can do for the Pirates, too. You lose some pretty potent sticks in the lineup in the last couple of years, but you talked about that next man up mentality, and the Pirates have got some guys who've been waiting in the wings, and hopefully that's going to be a big thing for them today to be able to get out there and really swing the bats well this weekend and start off a good series against Bryant.
4 o'clock today, 2 o'clock on Saturday, the series finale coming up at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Morgan, how about Joe Dooley's Pirates? What a weird stat. The Pirates haven't won a home game. We hadn't seen them win live in over a month, yet they've won 2 road games in a span of 8 days. And last night, they knock off South Florida. Great to see the guys staying in it despite some adversity, playing hard and picking up a road win last night.
Yeah, early on it was an ugly basketball game.
Yeah.
Watched it both ways. It really was. But the Pirates, it wasn't their traditional, this is crank a bunch of threes up. They're taking the ball inside and trying to do some things there, and really hung in there until the second half and made some adjustments and came back and won that game. That was a big win. Last night, Central Florida or UCF was at Houston, took it on the chin down there, and the Pirates will have them on Sunday. So that's going to be a tough matchup before they get South Florida again next Wednesday. And the Pirates are, they're right there. They're on the cusp of possibly having a winning season. They just got to put a few things together. I think the Pirates are going to play a whole lot better Sunday than they did last night. I've just got a feeling they're going to go into Orlando and play UCF tough. UCF, that was the game that Brandon Suggs hurt his ankle and was out, left, and then the second half the kid just went crazy.
Yeah, Pirates were up 20 in that game, Morgan.
Yeah, and then Brandon Suggs goes out and makes a big difference defensively. I can't remember the player's name for the Knights, but like 20 in the second half.
Yeah.
He had none in the first half when Brandon was guarding him. So that just goes to show you what they can do, and hopefully the Pirates will do that Sunday afternoon.
And these guys are playing hard, really like what I see from the young guys in terms of effort. And Alexis Reyes is a guy that didn't play at all for a lot of the season. We've seen him come on late. Had a turnover late, still looks like a young player, but had a big offensive rebound and pass for an easy deuce, had a nice steal late in the game. And you look at him, Brandon Johnson, R.J. Felton, these guys in their first year in the program, really playing hard, Morgan, and playing key minutes for Joe Dooley's team last night.
They are. You and I talked before the season started about a couple of guys I watched in some practices, and they can really shoot it. And Reyes is one of those. He's hit a couple of three-pointers since he's been getting more playing time, and I think as he grows and his body matures a little bit physically, he can be one of those Vance Jackson-type players, and next year, the year after that, I just think he's got a lot of potential, and I love Brandon Johnson. I think he's sort of settled down, started off really, really hot, but he's settled down a little bit. And, he's going to be a really special player for the Pirates as well.
Yeah, and might have got a little shocked by the level of competition once he got to the conference play, but he is, as you said, settling in. Morgan Ahlers will be on the PA coming up Wednesday night. East Carolina back home, a rematch with South Florida coming up Wednesday after they take on UCF coming up this weekend. Morgan, looking at ECU football here on our Bud Light ECU report. The schedule is out. Very odd, Morgan. I don't recall 4 straight home games. That'll be the case all September. Football at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Kind of a unique scheduling quirk there.
Yeah, I was looking at it. You got 4 games to start, then you're on the road for 2 games, then you're home for 2 games, then you're I think away for a game, bye week, away and then home, or something like that. Maybe it's home and then away. I don't know how it is, but it's really a interesting schedule, and the Pirates have a chance to, come out of September if they can play to their potential. I wouldn't be shocked if they're at least 3-1, if not possibly 4-0. It's going to be a tough. NC State's going to be tough. They're going to be really a good football team this year. But I think the Pirates can play them. They'll be at home. It'll be the season opener for both teams. And I look for some good things for the Pirates this year. Exciting when you watch them in spring ball as well. See some of these new guys step up. Definitely. Morgan, you planning on making a trip to Provo, Utah this football season? Yes, we are. Yeah. That is the plan. But I'm going to tell you, if you're sitting there trying to book airline fares, good luck, because with the price of fuel and these it's crazy right now. But that's the plan. We're trying to get up to Provo. I've never been out there. Looking forward to that trip. Yeah, heard it's a pretty unique, different, cool game day environment. What's your favorite road environment you've been to in college football, Morgan? One that I don't like, but it's an incredible environment, is UCF. I mean, they got the bounce house down. Yeah. The reason why they call it the bounce house because it's made from one of those erector sets with the aluminum bleachers, and it literally bounces up and down. But, some of the other ones, Tulane's a fun place because it's an on-campus stadium now. It's not a huge stadium. Yeah. We were down there a few years ago, and going back down there this year. USF, not really. Cincinnati, when they're winning, we went up there a few years back, and it was it was packed, and they were into it, and it was not good weather. It was cold. It was rainy for part of the game, and, they're into their Bearcat football. So there's been a lot of different places that I've been, but it's one last hoorah for the whole man this year. So yes, sir. Make as many as we can. Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. We'll be on the PA today for Pirate Baseball at Clark LeClaire Stadium, East Carolina, taking on Bryant. Morgan, we'll tie a bow on the Super Bowl with you. The game got a little boring at times, and I guess credit to the defense. Also, without Odell Beckham Jr., the Rams just had trouble moving the football until that final drive, and then Cooper Kupp absolutely took over the MVP of Super Bowl 56. So, good finish to the game. Bengals could not get a first down on 4th and 1. How about you? What was your take on Super Bowl 56? I thought it was a good game. I thought both teams played well. I think you had 2 teams that haven't been there, so it was kind of maybe a feeling out process early on. I thought defenses were tremendous. A lot of people were maybe not so happy with the officiating late in the game.
Yeah.
You get down on the 1 yard line, but here's my take on it: is that you're down within the 5 several times, and now you've got 22 guys within 15 yards plus the officials. If you're going to hold somebody coming across the middle in front of an official, they're going to call it at that point in the game. I don't care if you've done it all game; they're going to call it because everybody's compacted in that one area, and it makes it tough to throw the football anyway. But, all in all, I thought the Rams were the better team, and they had the better defense, and congrats to Matt Stafford and the Rams for taking home that win.
Morgan Ahlers joining us. Morgan, we'll let you rest the pipes and get ready for the action at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Thanks for joining us today, and we will see you out at Clark LeClaire.
Sounds good, bud, and have a good call on the games the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, Morgan. Morgan Ahlers joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. East Carolina set to take on Bryant, and our buddy Brandon Manning has chimed in with a guess. Alec Makaravich, he says, hits the first home run, hands down. No question. Take it to the bank. Our winner, J.R.
Robertson
just came in, picked up his tickets for the game, said Carter Cunningham.
Yeah.
Now he's hitting second in the lineup behind Riley Johnson, so he will get an at-bat before Moylan and Worrell and Makaravich.
Wasn't really expecting Carter Cunningham to be in the starting lineup.
Just hadn't really heard his name that much.
No, we did see him in Cliff's Cab. By the way, Cliff's Cab is back.
Yeah.
For however many seasons it's been. Pretty
I think
cool.
this is year 6, I want to say.
Pretty cool series that Coach Godwin does, and he made an appearance and got a ride on the Cliff's Cab to class.
Some scores going on from around the country. NC State now up 8-0 on Evansville.
Wow.
They are having a fun opening day. Mississippi State and Long Beach State are scoreless, playing in the bottom of the 4th inning. ECU softball down 1-0 as they head to the 4th inning. Colgate
against some toothpaste.
Against a pack of toothpaste.
Wow.
A tube of toothpaste. Colgate in the lead. All right, so there's some scores on your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
It is Free Beer Friday. You can win some Bud Light Next. Bud Light Next. Zero carb beer is here. Introducing Bud Light Next. Super crisp, refreshing, light beer brewed for what's next. Look for Bud Light Next at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, the official beer of the ECU Pirates. All right, Tony Dunn set to join us at 4 o'clock. We'll talk to Brian North and Mark Greenhelge, Golf Shop Radio Show, in the 5 o'clock hour. I believe Harold Varner III just teed off. As one handy-dandy thing to follow is the Harold Varner tracker on Twitter. Do you follow that channel?
I do.
Yeah, it makes it pretty easy to keep up with what's going on. But Harold Varner III teeing off, bad day on Thursday, +6. Just a couple weeks removed from winning a tournament. He missed the cut last week and is now in danger of missing this one without a really good Friday. So we'll keep you up to date on what HV3 is doing. Chandler, it is the All-Star break for NBA, which kind of caught me off guard. Another crappy Hornets loss last night. What was their lead late?
Well, they had a 14-point lead with 8 minutes left in the ball game. They had a 11-point lead with 4:47 to be exact left in regulation. This game ended up going into 2 overtimes, and the Hornets found themselves losing their 7th straight game. Man, sorry, that's not the 7th straight, but they are in. Is it the 7th straight game they've lost?
Yeah.
Now they had that blowout win against Detroit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But
maybe it was their 7th straight home game.
I do know in the last 16 games, the Hornets are 3-13.
Well, I heard that number, 7 straight, so maybe it was at home. I don't know, but yeah, you're right. They did just win last week.
Yeah, Hornets just finding ways to lose, which is not a good thing. I was really hoping the Hornets would get that win last night going into the All-Star break. They do have an All-Star on their team, LaMelo Ball. He's already at the All-Star. Where is the All-Star game this year?
It's in Cleveland.
So he's already in Cleveland. I saw him taking part in some All-Star weekend festivities today. So I know he's not in the best of moods, but I'm sure he's glad to be there. Since when did All-Stars start getting a ring? I did see that they've been having.
Oh dear, a ring?
Yes.
Oh man.
So I saw where LaMelo Ball was presented with a ring and a ball last night before they faced off against the Heat. Then I saw today that the Warriors players were presented, their All-Stars were presented with a ring.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
Steph Curry's son, Cannon Curry, presented his dad with a ring. So I don't know when this ring thing came up, but it's got their name on it. It's got the year that the All-Star, the year of the All-Star game, where it's at. So basically, like a Super Bowl ring, but I guess they'll get to keep it. And
is it as big or
no?
smaller?
It's not as big as a Super Bowl ring, but pretty fancy ring.
I used to really be into this as a kid. I'd watch the 3-point contest and the slam dunk contest and the All-Star game, but not into it now. And also, I'm not into what is hip and cool. Real quick, let's take a look at these celebrities playing in the celebrity game tonight and see how many we know.
Okay.
Before we take a break, I got the list here. I hadn't looked it up yet.
You know, a lot of these celebrities now are like YouTubers.
Exactly, which is
social
why
media stars that nobody knows except maybe your daughter or, teenagers might know them.
Yeah, and that's who this is for, I guess. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. But all right, so Team Walton. I guess this is Bill Walton is coaching the
good
team.
heavens.
Jimmy Allen. Jimmy Allen is a country music singer and songwriter.
Never heard of him.
Me neither. Chandler?
I feel like I've heard his name, but not too familiar with him.
Got a big break in 2017, apparently. Brittany Elena. Here's her description. A woman of many talents. That tells me nothing.
Okay.
She is if you have to say that, you're probably not that talented. I don't know. Elena is a host, actress, athlete, and influencer.
Influencer.
It still
You're
doesn't
going to see
say-
a lot of that.
It doesn't say what she does. So I don't know who that is. All right. Machine Gun Kelly. Do you know who that is,
I do know
Wes?
who MGK is.
I sure don't.
He is some type of rapper or
I do know who that is.
something.
Then there's no way I would know anything about it.
Machine Gun Kelly. He is a Cleveland native. Dearica Hamby. Okay, she is a Las Vegas Aces forward. So she's on Team USA. She's a women's basketball player. No, I don't know. I've never heard of her.
Aces forward. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Do you know who that is, Chandler? Noah Carlock. Fanatics All-In Challenge winner, which is a fundraiser. So, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they're finding people that that nobody's.
I'm still looking for a celebrity. Nija Houston is an Olympian and professional skateboarder. Okay. Matt James, former college football player and season 25 lead of ABC's The Bachelor. Don't know who that is.
Nope.
Quavo.
Oh yeah, from the Migos.
How you spell it? Or say it? Quavo or
Quavo.
Quavo?
Yeah, he's played in many of these. He's actually a very
He's a
good,
4-time celebrity all-star
He's
player.
played in many of these. He's
Okay.
he's an Atlanta native. All the Migos are.
So you do know who that is?
Yes.
All right. Ranveer Singh, a Bollywood actor representing his home, India. Okay. Alex Toussaint, Peloton instructor.
Who cares?
Wes, you a Peloton guy?
No way.
All right, Team Neek. I'm assuming this is Dominique Wilkins. I've heard of him. All right. But he's not in the game. He's just
He's
a
a
coach, I
coach.
guess. Anuel AA, Puerto Rican rapper, known for his song China. A collaboration with Daddy Yankee, Karol G, Ozuna, and J Balvin. This is all foreign language to me.
Oh my
gosh.
Mayor Justin Bibb, the mayor of Cleveland. Kane Brown.
Country singer.
I feel like I've heard of him. What's the song? Give me a song, Chandler. Kane Brown. You heard of him, Wes?
No, I have not.
I've heard the name. Myles Garrett. Finally, someone I've heard of. He is a defensive end for the Cleveland Browns.
I'm guessing he's playing the 5.
He went viral last year showing his skills on the basketball court. Boobie Gibson.
Boobie!
A former Cleveland Cavalier. I know him. I know these athletes. Tiffany Haddish, I've heard of her. She is an actress, comedian. Don't know what she's in, but I have heard of her. Jack Harlow.
I've heard of him. I think he's a singer. I've got some friends that really like him.
Rapper, recording artist. Krista Jackson is a Harlem Globetrotters player. And Anjali Ranadive, singer, songwriter, daughter of Sacramento Kings owner. Gianmarco Tamberi, Olympic high jump champion. Holy moly.
Going back to Machine Gun
I am
Kelly,
way out of touch.
Going back to Machine Gun Kelly, he is engaged to Megan Fox from the Transformer movies.
Was she Megatron? Which Transformer is she?
I think she wasn't a Transformer.
I know.
But and if you've seen The Dirt, the biopic of
the band? Is it Motley Crue?
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
He plays Tommy Lee, the drummer,
Okay.
in that movie. So
there's a new Pam and Tommy series out that I started watching, but I didn't finish the first episode. I'll go back to it at some point. Wes, you know anything about Pam and Tommy? Pamela Anderson?
I am going to keep myself quiet on this subject.
All right. I mean, once you've seen the real video, why watch the fake one, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't seen the first
Okay.
one. So.
All right. Good deal. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Tony Dunn joins us. Chad Moore says Vince Carter killed the dunk contest. That's kind of an old man take, but one that I can get behind because that performance was the best all time. I know there's been a lot of dunk contests and good dunks since then, but nothing to top that Vince Carter.
All right, here's a question for you. How many dunk contests have they broken the backboard?
I don't recall that happening.
Did Shaq do it?
I don't think so.
Are you sure? I thought he did.
I mean, he's like...
Once.
I know he's done it in games.
I don't think
I'm talking about during the...
I don't remember a dunk contest being halted because of a shattered backboard.
Okay.
We can look it up during the break, though.
That might have been a local one you went to in Farmville, West.
Are you sure it wasn't the Farmville game last week that you went to?
Oh, my.
All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back. Tony Dunn joins us, and the Pirates taking the field. We'll talk Pirate baseball along the way. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
We have some exciting news at Angel Oak Home Loans. This is Talbot Green, and I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Braxton Green. I've known Braxton his entire life because he's my nephew. He is also a recent ECU graduate and has lived in Eastern North Carolina his entire life.
This is Braxton Green, and I'm looking forward to working with you with your next home loan or refinance. Give us a call at Angel Oak Home Loans today at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
It's bow time. We think a chicken sandwich this good should speak for itself. But when you're talking juicy, hand-breaded, and boldly seasoned chicken breasts, piled up with thick-cut pickles and creamy mayo all on a buttery toasted bun, well, we are happy to say it again and again and again. Bo's Chicken Sandwich, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Winslow's is open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch, dinner, and the famous brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. Located on 5th Street beside the State Theater, and the best selection of beers around. They are also taking, and the best selection of beers around. Winslow's for a foot. They're also taking Valentine's reservations. Didn't update this, so don't pay attention to this.
They're taking
so next year, take your loved one for Valentine's Day because they are also taking Valentine's reservations. So bring your special someone to Winslow's for a fun evening on the town with an exclusive dinner buffet. That goes for any Tuesday through Sunday. So check out Winslow's right here next door to Pirate Radio. So let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Flip Brock.
All right, thank you, Chan, man.
Wow.
I saw Valentine's Day and I was like, that should not be said.
St. Patrick's Day, they're taking reservations.
Mother's Day
right around the corner.
President's Day.
There you go. Every day. All right, Wes Hines, Chandler Honeycutt here, producing today's program. Tony Dunn, and an entire half inning was played during that commercial break as East Carolina got through the top of the first. 6 pitches from Garrett Saylor. Although his first one nearly left the yard, and saw Igo tweet it, if it wasn't for the wind, that might have been a leadoff home run for Bryant, but that wind is whipping out there at Clark LeClaire Stadium today, keeps it in play, and East Carolina and Bryant are scoreless as the Pirates are about to hit for the first time this afternoon. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on the Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard, presented by Dubuck. All right, Tony Dunn is here, CarolinaCatChronicles.com. Hello, Tony.
Hello. Today was a good day. Mama cooked the breakfast, no hog. I got a beat from Kim. You know what she can do. And the Lakers beat the Supersonics. I was listening. The weather is nice, man. I put
so did you have like windows down, Ice Cube playing?
That's what
rolling through Greenville.
Yep.
All right, fair enough. Did you like the halftime show?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was okay.
I think my answer is I don't like any halftime show. I think now that there's YouTube, like you can go watch anything you want ever. It's kind of spoiled us.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, but at the same time, like, I mean, they're older now. I mean, I knew it was going to be good. It was like, but it's not the greatest halftime show.
Well, it is.
Prince.
Yeah, it's a pretty good answer, I would say. Did you like the game?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good game. It was a little strange that at the end, laundry started coming out on the turf.
Well, okay.
But it's kind of a makeup call, I feel like.
So the play before the linebacker hold call probably should have been a flag. Wasn't called. The play that was called a flag, I don't think should have been called, and really did kind of cost the Bengals the game because that would have been 4th and goal from the 9, I think.
They had a lot of opportunities at the end. You know.
But after that call, that probably shouldn't have been a call.
The pass interference.
Those were justified. Those were penalties.
You know, is that defense just couldn't make a stop. I mean, and it wasn't down in the goal line that was the problem. It was the other 40 yards of Cooper Kupp just annihilating them by himself.
I think he had 5 catches for
just
around 60 yards
on that one drive
up to that point, and then dominated that last drive. It was he was the MVP, well deserved. Rams win it. Who was it? Rodney Harrison before the game, kind of just like nonchalantly dropped a bombshell that, oh yeah, by the way, Aaron Donald said he might retire if they win. And like nobody had talked about that before 30 minutes leading up, or an hour leading up to the Super Bowl, but I haven't heard anything. In fact, I heard the audio from the parade where Aaron Donald said something to the effect of, with all these guys around, let's run it back, let's do it again. So
really?
I think he's leaning on coming back, but I don't know.
I don't know. The only thing I've heard about from the parade is that girl falling off the stage.
Yeah. Now you want to talk
this is
about,
taking a dirty twist in the last moments.
This is like you can't write this stuff. So very briefly on this, there's a camera showing Matthew Stafford and I believe his wife, right?
Yeah.
And there is a girl in front of them who is there documenting the event, filming.
Yeah, she's just taking pictures for a photographer.
She disappears. She falls off the.
And this stage is not a little stage. This ain't your typical 4th grade, 5th grade graduation stage.
I mean, I read that she had like a spinal injury.
Yeah. Well, they say broken, but they said like fractured spine. Cam had that. You remember when he had? But like, so there are degrees of that. You know, when you hear fracture and things. It
well, look,
sounds
I haven't
terrible.
seen the doctor's notes. I don't know what she's got.
I know. I mean, you remember Mike Tyson said, "I broke my back."
What happened out there, Mike? Yeah, I broke my back while you were boxing. Yeah, my back is broken. What? That's a great callback, Tony. Every reference Tony has is 90s. And like kind of like a small window of early to mid 90s.
Yeah. Like the best of the 90s.
I saw it was Wayne's World 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary on Valentine's
Clip, I want
Day.
to interrupt the broadcast.
Is that out?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
J.R. Robertson was almost correct. Carter Cunningham off the top of the wall, and he gets the triple. It was almost out of here.
The ball almost like sat on top of the wall.
Yes, J.R. Robertson was almost right on the money.
Interference.
But
they're going to look at it, I think, because I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see.
I mean, that's a home run in my eyes.
How's that?
It hit it hit the dang back of the wall.
And it hit the back of the wall.
Bounced back in.
I don't know. Okay, so this girl broke her back. Her back is broken.
Her back is broken.
I don't want to make fun of that. Maybe she's really injured. Now.
Oh, and her 2 cameras broken as well.
The story continues because here's what people do if somebody becomes famous overnight. Okay, first thing that happened was
people
Matt
started
Stafford.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Is vilified because the
girl
falls.
Oh my God!
He makes kind of like like a whoa face, and then immediately walks off.
Drinking his water.
That's all we see. We don't know what happened right after that. That's why it's stupid to judge these very.
I know. We did this on Debate My Take last night, and I'm a Matt Stafford defender.
Yeah, either way. And his wife looked very concerned. I don't know what happened in the aftermath, but Matt Stafford got roasted on social media because he did not save the girl.
Right, and so then they go and pay for her medical bills.
Yeah,
and the
which is
cameras.
very nice.
There's also the cameras. They're paying for the cameras too. And at first, the team said they were going to do it, and then I think Matt Stafford said, "I got to take this one first.
Yeah, I got it.
My PR.
Yeah,
back."
so he saves his himself.
Takes a wild turn today.
So then, what do you do when you learn about a new name in social media? You look up their previous tweets.
And you search for bad terms and their name in the same tweet.
Again, I said this earlier this week that instead of guilty until proven innocent, I assume something is fake on my computer screen until I verify it's real. So I don't know if all this is real or not, but the girl has since deleted her Twitter, I believe. But there are like old posts of N-bombs,
a lot of them,
homophobic stuff, like the whole nine, the whole canceled smorgasbord of words.
Man, and then the internet always wins. If this is the case, is that what was it? I saw this one tweet that they put this like African styled hat on Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
It was like he pulled the Kufa Kife and walked away or whatever.
He walked away from a race. Our king.
Our king. I mean, it was just like,
oh god,
I couldn't. Oh man, I couldn't stop giggling at the video.
It is just amazing. And you know what? We'll all forget about this in 2 days. But for like a 3-day span, this girl went from sympathetic figure to, and Matt Stafford went from hero to enemy back to a hero. I can't.
And they're like, he knew it from the beginning. He smelled a rat. It's awesome.
He took one look at her and said, "Not worth saving."
I couldn't, man. I love the internet.
So there you go. That's you're right. That is the biggest thing to come from the Super Bowl parade in LA. That and LeBron. I thought he was like making a bit, doing a joke when he said that they should have a joint parade. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He was being serious?
Yeah.
Why? Where they won?
He wants the Lakers, Dodgers, and Rams to all have a joint parade in the city of LA.
They missed out on a COVID parade.
But like, someone said, "Oh, because you won an AAU basketball tournament."
Oh. Yeah, they won a bubble. They deserve a bubble parade for their bubble tournament win, bubble playoff win. LeBron trying to get in. Can I get one of those Rams rings? Anybody got one I can wear? All right, so there you go. Rams win it. We will move on. Joe Burrow will never go back to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
Yeah, you think so?
How about that weird stat? So I just
same as Cam.
There's the last 16 quarterbacks to lose in their Super Bowl debut have never gone back.
It's hard to get back, man. It's hard. It seems like you got all the time in the world. Yeah. We talked a lot about this on our recent podcast.
2015 was prime Cam, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, Cam just had one of the most electric seasons that a quarterback has ever had. MVP, you're right, and really was taking a step forward into fourth year, fifth year in the league. Looks like he's going to be a superstar for a long time.
Plus, the team that year was whatever and won, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were 15-1 in the regular season. Yeah, you lost 2 games, one being the final game of the regular season and one being the Super Bowl. Well, and you think you're close. You just think you're, man, we add some offensive line help or something like this, and we can be back. And look at where you are 6 years later. Cam is not even on the team, probably. His career's over. It can change. It's hard to get there. And what's really interesting about it is just like, even when you're there, everything has to go right for you to win. And I think if you look on the other side of the ball, is the Rams almost lost. I mean, they were
their offense was pitiful when Beckham went out.
Yeah, they were fighting to be in that game for a long time, and they had the super team. I mean, they go and make the big trade for the big name quarterback. They have all of these studs on defense. Somehow they get Odell in the middle of a season. That's not even supposed to happen. After the trade deadline, he just forces his way out into free agency and then gets the pick, and then he goes with the Rams. And they almost didn't get it. Yeah, so it has to be, the stars have to align perfectly.
Chandler, unfortunately, you were correct. ECU did not score in the first inning. A 2-out or a 1-out triple, but Cunningham is stranded on third. No score as we head to the top of the second at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back more with Tony Dunn. Let's talk Christian McCaffrey because I saw. Do you follow FanDuel on Twitter?
No.
It is like whoever's running the account is the loneliest person in the world that just puts out stuff so people will respond to them. Like, name a random football player. They'll just do anything to get a conversation going.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying, and I laugh at it a lot. But one of today's was Christian McCaffrey is a blank overall fantasy pick, a top blank fantasy pick for 2022.
Ooh.
So I think it's worth discussing. Also, we'll talk about him as a Panther moving forward as well. We'll talk about that and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. For used vehicles, Brown & Wood has a lifetime powertrain on every vehicle you buy from us, new or used. So even when you buy a used vehicle from Brown & Wood, you have lifetime powertrain. We cover the engine, transmission for as long as you own the car.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak and our seafood delight pasta. The Rick House is open for lunch daily from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Take a break from your workday with lunch at the Rick House. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Your power's out. There's a water leak. What do? For these and other utility-related emergencies, you need service, and you want it fast. There are 2 things you can do to get the quickest response if you're a GUC customer. First, you can call the hotline at 1-855-767-2482 and report any utility-related emergency. That number is also on GUC.com. Or second, you can give GUC your phone number. The hotline process is quickest when their account records have your current phone number. Service you can count on. Greenville Utilities.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
At Union Bank, we understand you live life on the go. That's why our banking options are designed to serve you, wherever you are. If you want to meet us in person at one of our local branches, complete banking tasks on the go from the mobile app, or bank from your office with convenient remote deposit and cash management services, we're everywhere you need us to be. Whether you're simply managing a busy schedule or an entire business, we're right there with you with personalized service and helpful tools. Call or visit us online at unionbanknc.com. Union Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for only $2.75. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
University PC Care has been busier than ever repairing personal PC and Mac computers and iPhones during this pandemic. And we thank you for your support. Now, with everyone streaming and doing work from school and home, you may have discovered that your home Wi-Fi just isn't cutting it. It may be time to upgrade your home network, and University PC Care can help. To make a network assessment appointment and discover upgrade options that fit your home, go to talktowilliam.com or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Pirate Radio.
We'll strap it on with anybody, anywhere. It doesn't matter. I know this. I want to win or lose with the group that we have in our locker room.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
Check it out. 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 Check it out.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio for over 18 years. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Flip Rock.
All right, bad dinger alert. Bad dinger alert. Bryant, 2-run dinger in the second inning. It is Bryant 2, East Carolina nothing, playing in the top of the second. All right, Wes Hines, Chandler Honeycutt producing. Chandler enjoying a nice snack that was brought to the Pirate Radio studios. Tony, we're talking about randomly Mike Tyson and his post-fight interview where he broke his back. It's even better than I remember it. So just play it into the microphone there. Talking to Jim Gray after a fight.
What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Is that in sparring?
No, I did it by a motorcycle accident. The doctor discovered I was doing my sit-ups 2,500 a day with my 20-pound weight, and one day I couldn't move anymore.
Wait, so is he saying he broke it before the fight?
Yeah.
Oh. And still had a boxing match with a broken spine?
Yeah. And
well, like a vertebrae?
And he was just fighting a guy, I think, who was Muslim and then he goes, so they said to him, they were like, well, how did you get through this? Is it hurting? He said, did you take an injection? He said, no, I can't take an injection. You know I'm going to be tested for this. He said, I don't know. Praise be to Allah or whatever. Oh, man, he was like, oh, he's awesome. I think he's sort of an American treasure. And I know that's kind of hard to say because he had one bad. But talk about somebody who's brought themselves back from the depths of, public hate.
I watched The Hangover for the first time in a really long time the other night.
So
still stands up.
So if Mike Tyson came back, that Ashley Scott or whatever she is, she can make a comeback.
She'll have her redemption
She'll have
story.
a Twitter account under another name in no time.
Like 20 years from now, taking pictures on the Super Bowl stage once again,
wearing like a I don't know. Never mind.
Spinal.
What kind of back injury?
So Christian McCaffrey has broken a lot of things, Tony.
Records.
Oh, very good point. I saw today
more things than broken.
I saw today on FanDuel, which is the saddest, loneliest account of all. Let me see if I can pull up some examples for you. Name a more iconic wrestler. Let's see. Name a player in any sport. They're getting desperate. Any sport. Just somebody talk to me. Name a player in any sport that will break out.
And look, he only got 6 replies.
This is really sad when you look at it. Who is the best wide receiver here? And it just puts up random guys from the 2000s. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, will they win over or under? They just want all the interactions.
Yep, they want all the...
Make up a fake trade rumor. I'm telling you, man.
That's actually pretty good.
It's the saddest account on the internet.
And it's like they don't have 282,000 followers.
This is not like Joe from down the road that just wants to do some sports
And he's
talk.
trying to get a couple of follows and generate some conversation.
Oh, man.
They put out that from any sport with 280,000 people and only 6 people replied.
Some guy commented on a lacrosse player. But today I did see one that said Christian McCaffrey is a top blank fantasy pick in 2022. And I want to have a fantasy and real football discussion about Christian McCaffrey. Because Tony and Chandler, there was a time not that long ago where, man, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you disagree, Tony, but where McCaffrey, you're like, we're not trading him for anything. Like, he's our guy for his career. Was he ever like, on the do not touch list?
Well, I think he can't be on the touch list because of his contract.
Right.
Like, it's like an impossibility. People who say trade Christian McCaffrey don't really understand trades. You know, it's almost like the people that are like always, just trade back in the draft. Just trade back. Like, you have to have somebody that wants to trade up.
Yeah.
You can't just manufacture trade backs.
Well, how about from a fan perspective of, like, would you had ever had any, like, could I make a trade offer 2 or 3 years ago for McCaffrey that you would have taken? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I feel like if I'm going to say yes, but I feel like I'm also being colored. Like, my opinion is probably, my answer might be colored by the past 2 seasons.
Well, that's what I'm getting to.
Knowing where we're at.
Opinions on that have changed in the last 2 years.
Yeah, actually, no. So it's gotten so bad now that people are saying, and this is just a prisoner. This is what social media is. You're just such a prisoner of the moment. The people are like, "Oh, I would trade them for a bag of potato chips." You know what I mean? It's just like
gone to that point, I feel like.
And I think that is a poor take. Obviously, it's an overreaction. And can I just jump out and answer your the FanDuel, the lonely man's question?
Fantasy?
Yeah. It's the top 10 pick.
Top 5 pick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Top 3 pick.
Because when he's healthy, he is the Panthers' offense, and he gets the load.
And if you start assuming health with your fantasy picks, you'll never draft anybody. You'll just draft a quarterback or something.
Yeah.
Because you don't, all these guys have.
Well, how many years? I'm trying to think of how many years that I've had this happen to me where I guess it was Christian McCaffrey probably that I don't think I've ever had Christian McCaffrey on my team, but hurt right away. I mean, a lot
Saquon,
of
right?
Yeah. I mean, this happens to a lot of people, and that's in fantasy. I think CW says this pretty well. Is like your first round pick doesn't make your team, but it can break your team.
Yeah, because everybody's getting a good player in the first round
until yours is hurt.
Yeah,
and then you don't have a good player. You just basically don't have a first round pick. Maybe I should try to trade out of the first.
You're gonna Belichick your fantasy draft?
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. How about you, Chandler?
I just want 3 2s.
That would be pretty sweet. Christian McCaffrey moving forward. As Tony said, it's kind of not feasible to even be able to trade him for anything. But how about you wanting him to be a Panther for life? Has that opinion changed over the last couple of years?
I mean, I really haven't thought about that. But I mean, obviously, the injuries and his, inability to stay healthy is a concern. But he's an exciting player. He's brought a lot of productivity to the offense, and you saw how we started off the season last year with him. But obviously, we kind of put the load on his back, and it cost him. But I don't know, Panther for life. I don't know. I have to think about that one. I haven't even really thought about that, but. Yeah, I mean,
do you still, Tony, if he's back healthy next year, think, all right, we could do something on offense because we have Christian McCaffrey?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to have a quarterback.
I want a quarterback I want a tandem, a quarterback with him.
I just want a team that looks functional. Yeah, I just want a team that looks fine. I don't think he could help us, Sam Darnold, but one of the things that we've been talking a lot is Deshaun Watson again, and this is always going to surround us. And the idea is paying the price of like 3 firsts too much for a player like that. And you go, yeah, well, when you're just thinking of it in Moneyball terms, yes. But if you add Deshaun Watson to that team, then you get a offensive lineman in free agency, and Christian McCaffrey comes back healthy, and you got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrace Marshall Jr., Christian McCaffrey, and Deshaun. Like, all of a sudden, you could have like a top 5 offense or something. So we've seen how teams can turn around quickly. I think the Bengals are a good example of this. Well, it only took them 30 years to turn around, but
Clip said after Burrow. But Clip said a couple of weeks ago they kind of became the example of if you can get a quarterback in there, anything's possible. If you can get a good quarterback like Joe Burrow, anything's possible. But the thing is, if for us,
you don't have a quarterback, nothing's possible.
Right, but you get somebody like a Joe Burrow with the weapons are there offensively. Offensive line needs work, but I mean, you got Christian McCaffrey, and we just named off the receivers we have. So I mean, I don't know. Sam Darnold, I guess, will be the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers next year. That's just we've got to move on and find somebody like a Joe Burrow.
I'm kind of interested in how people have so quickly just latched onto this can only be the narrative of Christian McCaffrey. Like, he can only be injured, right? He's had soft tissue injuries. They haven't been major knee,
quad,
right? Yeah,
hamstring.
like it's just been, and it's kind of these lingering issues. And you're like, well, we don't want to rush him back. You don't want to do all this, and it hasn't been like. I'm telling you, if he was on the Rams this past year, he would have played. They would have found a way to get him back. So I just don't feel like that these are debilitating injuries. I think that he still has some football ahead. He's just got to put it together for a whole season. And then you got to start wondering a little bit about training regimens. We've been talking about this. It's like, are these guys over? Are they too gym ratty? And that is like, are they pushing their bodies to these explosive points to where they just get hurt because they're tuned to, it's like having the carburetor, running a car too wide open for too long.
Well, one reason why we look at McCaffrey like that now, a running back's shelf life is so small, so short that have his best years gone by. I think he could still have some phenomenal seasons, and we've seen guys like Adrian Peterson, who is a freak of nature. But McCaffrey, he seems like he's pretty darn freaky as well with the way his body is and everything.
Yeah, I can he's not that old.
No, yeah, I know.
26 or 27.
Ton of touches and carries, and I know you don't like to talk about that. I still think he can come back and have another 1,800.
Yeah,
and 3 of those years.
I think in and after those 3 years, I think he can transition to a slot receiver and still be an effective player. I tell you, crazier things have happened. And one of those happened to me this weekend. And I get to plug a bunch of your sponsors involved in this story as I tell it.
All right.
So I went to the Buccaneer Music Hall.
The Buck.
And saw some people. Actually, this was kind of a cool moment. And somebody goes, "Hey, don't you have a Panthers podcast?" I was like, "Hey, man."
Local celebrity Tony Dunn.
Yeah, that was cool. He's like, "Oh, you're on Pirate Radio, too." So, this guy was introducing to there. He's like, "Here's my friends." He was talking to these people, and he goes, this guy said, "Yeah, man, I work at Parker's." So another sponsor.
There's number 2.
Another sponsor.
Clarence Clemens?
No, I asked him if they know Clarence. He actually works out at Grover Gaming now.
Clarence does? Oh, I'm going to have to go check him out. All right. Anyway.
So he's this one guy. He said, "Oh, you're on Pirate Radio?" I said, "Yeah, I go on Pirate Radio. I've been going on with Clip for 9 years now."
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. He goes, "Man, one of those guys is a real jerk." And I was like, who? And I was like, "No, not you." No. He said one of the people that comes around to the places that they work. So I was narrowing it down. I was like, "Well, it's not Clip." He's like, "No, it's not Clip." And I said, "Well, is it Troy?" He goes, "No, the other one." And I was like, and Troy was at the Buck that night, so I got to tell him this story. So in the most bizarre turn of events, the jerk is Jonathan Ellerby. I know. I was like, huh. I had that.
What an upset.
I had that Ice Cube face. That one was like,
that's not true. There's no way that's true.
I swear this happened. I said, because you don't want to say people's. I was like, well,
yeah, but your first guess were Troy and myself had to be.
Well, yeah,
yeah. Ellerby was down on the list.
No, not even on the list.
Wow.
I was like,
are you sure he wasn't confused with somebody?
Swear to God. I mean, and I
Troy loved that stuff.
Oh, he did. He was like, "You have to tell this on the radio. This is going to be great radio."
And I will have to play this back for Ellerby on Monday or Tuesday when he joins us.
Yeah, and Troy, I don't like your shirt.
The one he was wearing.
Actually, I didn't see it, but what he did, my man CJ, so wrong. He's like, maybe one day you can move up in the ranks like that. And CJ was like, I told you had a nice shirt 5 hours ago.
He literally was the first person to compliment him. All right, so how about that? Did not have...
No, I did not see it come. I was floored.
What a jerk. All right, we'll have to do Ellerby's performance review, Chandler, like we did with myself the other day.
Yeah. That's a crazy story.
I know. I told you. A lot of things have happened. Then
he would have been the last one.
Wes, do you believe that?
No.
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
No way.
I feel like he just like has them confused their names.
Probably so.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Did he give examples? Of
he knew
how
exactly
he was
who Troy was, though. So I was like, Troy? No, the other one. I was like, oh.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Jerk Radio here. We'll talk more with Tony Dunn. We head to the top of the third inning. Pirates down 2-0 to Bryant after they hit into a inning-ending double play. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up the college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer here in Greenville today at 493-0002 and put the life back in life insurance.
Come pop a top at Jarvis Street Bottle Shop. Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. Hosting a tailgate? Stop by the shop and grab a keg for your party or event. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating NC craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by the shop Tuesday through Sunday, or check them out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
Here today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness. Dr. Jones, a lot of exciting new things going on.
Yes, so you may have seen our new facility, but we also have a private courtyard. There's an outdoor private area where we have artificial turf where it's fenced in, and we're going to be having our sunset yoga classes there. Those classes allow you to develop increased flexibility, more energy, and get better sleep. So come on and check those classes out today. Come by and see us, Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, Arlington Boulevard, or check us out online at kptonline.com.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York Style Pizza is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, offense coordinator for ECU football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back to the show. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the close to 51,000 followers, which is actually over 3,000 followers today at PR927FM. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Alrighty, quick update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubbuck. Fly ball out to center field, caught by Bryson Worrell, and that'll do it for the top of the third inning. We head to the bottom of the third, Pirates trailing Bryant 2-0 in that one. ECU softball has put together some runs. They lead Colgate 4-2 in the as they head to the seventh inning. So, win number 2 for the Wink coming up, Chandler? Could be.
I hope to watch some baseball later this evening, because this game I feel like is going pretty fast.
Yeah, you're not going to see this game at this rate.
All right, negative Nancy.
Just when you say a game's going fast, that's
like now. Good point.
Especially
I'm helping you out.
On purpose.
Helping you out.
Especially
what happened to the Pirates basketball team? I saw some tweets go flying across that were particularly low, even for Pirate World.
Tony always does this. Tony did this last time. You were like, what's going on? And I was like, well, they just won their last game. You know they won last night, right?
I'm like a day behind.
Tony is always...
I was about to say, why would somebody be talking crap?
They won last night.
They won back-to-back road games.
You did this last week.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Did you see tweets of me that I had?
I just put somebody up. It's ECU's basketball team is the worst in the world. And this must have been, man, maybe it was 2 days ago. Time flies when you're working. Sorry, my bad.
They just got smoked in the second half by SMU on Saturday.
Okay.
And they were down 3 at halftime. It was a great, fun, entertaining game, and then got blown out pretty much.
That was the one I saw you talking about where they were saying that it wasn't such an entertaining game, and you were like,
no, that was last night.
Oh, okay.
Where it was an ugly game, but the USF announcers had acted. I don't know what their games looked like before last night,
but they thought it was the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. But no, they went on the road last night. Tony Dunn.
Good, nice.
They'll be back home next Wednesday. Back on the road this Sunday, taking on UCF. Home Wednesday against South Florida. Are you sad football's over?
No. I'm actually, I needed a little break.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it takes a lot. You're doing this, when ECU football season is on and you got the post game and you got all this and you're juggling your own life and your own family. It's just, it was just a long season for Panther fans this year. In fact, we just started on Tuesday. I always mark the beginning of our season on the podcast, like a new season, as the week after the Super Bowl, because that's the bookend. And so this is going into our 10th season as a podcast.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. And the 9th was probably the hardest. And
really?
That's strange, yeah, because 2014 we had an 8-game losing streak too, and it was tough, and we backed into the playoffs that year somehow. This one was really a long season.
Well, because in 2014 you still had pieces and you had hope.
Yeah.
Now you're
2018 was another one, but is that you seemingly, this one is just and you feel like you're just saying the same crap.
Oh, I know
every week.
I know that feeling.
And you're trying to find a way to spin it, to do something else. So I need some good news.
As a Washington fan, I don't want to say I'm excited because I think something good is going to happen. But something's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but they have to address the quarterback position in some way, free agency, trade, or draft. So anytime you have that change, that's exciting. Now, if that doesn't happen, they better add something major at another position. But I'm excited to get to this offseason. Free agency is going to be wild. The way that Von Miller and Beckham went to L.A., like, I just feel like we're about to enter a world where it's going to look more like the NBA with these offseason moves. More and more maybe super teams being built, things like that.
I think even Tom Brady set that tone a little.
Yeah.
You know, is that he had the perfect place. He was in a place where he was revered as like a god. He had the greatest coach. They had won so much, and him leaving there just seemed kind of bizarre in its own right. And he goes to Tampa and wins that. So I think you're looking at, look, Stafford goes from Detroit now, gets on a good team. You're wondering, all eyes are on Russell Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers at this point to see where they go. And at
some point we're gonna have. You brought up Deshaun Watson earlier. We got to have some like resolution legally, I would think, to that. I don't know.
This is really dragging on at this point. It is taking a long time. But also, how long is it? We haven't seen a lot of quarterback moves, but the last few years have just been quarterbacks all around. They've been, I mean, if you think of Phillip Rivers going to the Colts, like we could name all of this. And I feel like 10 years ago, the best story probably, like maybe Brett Favre moved.
I was thinking about Favre, and then I was thinking about the Manning situation, which didn't he have some injuries? And they didn't know.
Right, he had that neck injury. Yeah. He had to go to Germany and have that illegal stem cell procedure or whatever it was.
Then he came back and like broke records, and then at the end stunk. But yeah, you're right. We had a rash of QB moves a few years ago and a couple years ago, and I think that's going to be the new trend now.
I mean, it certainly seems like it. And it seems like these QBs have something to prove. Like, I don't know, is Aaron Rodgers he said all these thanks, like it was like he's been very nostalgic about his time in Green Bay, which kind of really suggests that he's interested in maybe moving along. And hey, man, if Tom Brady could do it, then anybody can.
I love all these new coaches coming in. I saw the Vikings coach say, I'm excited to work with Kirk Cousins. The Raiders coach comes in. Derek Carr is our guy. There's no way all these new coaches have their old QBs playing for them. Something's going to happen.
Matt Rule said the same thing about Cam Newton and then cut him the next day. Yeah. I think Derek Carr is, did I get it right? I always, every
you
time.
Did.
Okay. He's probably the most realistic to stay there.
What do you mean?
Like, I think more so than
Cousins leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would think. I'd like Carr. I wouldn't mind Carr in Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, what did the Panthers do this offseason at QB? Everybody's trying to play catch-up now, and if you don't like what's in the draft, they're going to take a big swing.
Minshew magic.
He's the new Fitz. When Fitzpatrick retires, has he retired yet, or is he still out there? Is he still a commander?
Did I tell you about what happened to Fitzpatrick and his hip and the water slide?
No.
The rumor? It's not even a rumor.
Well, I think what is it?
That he injured his hip at a water park with his kids.
Like this season?
And then he went into training camp.
He was already hurt?
Yeah, and because he needed to make sure that it was a football injury, not a non-football injury. So that's the big story with Fitzpatrick is he bamboozled y'all.
Well, wouldn't be the first guy to bamboozle that organization. Washington Commanders football. Excited. We've got runners on first and second, 2 men out. Josh Moylan at the plate. Thought that, Cunningham just almost dumped one into center. I thought it was going to drop. It did not. But we have 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Bryant leading East Carolina 2-0.
What is he wearing on his hand?
They wear these oven mitt looking things that protects their hands, but what it really does, I don't know how they're legal, because it extends their hand like 4 inches.
And it's to slide?
Yeah, like when you slide so you won't jam your finger or something like that.
That does not look like it should be legal.
No, and they're getting bigger and bigger. I call them like number one foam fingers or oven mitts. Tapper to third. Moylan's not very fast, and he is out. And that'll end the inning.
Yuck.
2-0 Bryant as we head into the top of the fourth. All right, Tony, what's long off season? What does our NFL schedule look like? When's the combine?
I think it is. That's a good question.
March 1st.
Yeah, and then
a couple weeks.
Free agency will be after that, maybe March 22nd, somewhere around there. Oh, there was one Panthers. There's a little bit of Panthers news.
Okay.
We extended Frankie Louvu. You got a Louvu, that Louvu. And we also brought in a new tight ends coach, Kevin Gilbride Jr.
Right. How about junior?
Yes.
I didn't know there was a junior.
And his dad coached at ECU.
Kevin Gilbride?
Yes.
Interesting.
Who was the former offensive coordinator for the New York Giants.
Yeah, I remember that.
How did we lose Ben McAdoo replaced. Ben McAdoo's bringing in his guys. But he coached in 1998 and 1999. So I need Troy D, since I plugged him today.
Oh, he was in the 80s.
Was it the 80s?
Yeah. 87, 88.
Oh, dang it.
Offensive coordinator at East Carolina. How about that? Before we went on to the NFL.
Dang it.
So what
I was
happened
hoping Troy could land me an interview with the dad.
What happened to the previous tight ends coach? Did he take a lateral move to another?
Yes, he did.
How many coaches does that make?
And Frank Oakham, who was our defensive line coach that was fired, just took a job in Las Vegas.
And Pat Meyer has accepted a job with the Steelers.
Man, I wish they could take Sam Darnold.
This guy, he's 42. Kevin Gilbride, Kevin M. Gilbride, started coaching in 2003. Okay, so he was with the Panthers as an analyst last year.
Really?
According to his Wikipedia.
Okay.
But has now moved to the offensive side of the ball, tight ends. So there you go. All right. I love looking at the kids because Kevin Gilbride, I remember him with just like an old man mustache, and now his son's got the cool beard.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go with the
kind of weird, story about the relationship with all this is his dad was the offensive coach that Ben McAdoo replaced as offensive coordinator, and then had this great 2 years with Eli.
Tony, as we said before, this very incestuous.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is just this kind of...
It is a league of sloppy seconds, the NFL. And thirds and fourths. All right, final question. Chandler, Tony, what about Marcus Mariota to Washington or Carolina? How excited would you be on a scale to 10? 3. Put me at about a 4.
Yeah, I'm at a 3.
I probably went too high. Chandler?
Maybe a 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
He's another quarterback that just throws it 4 yards every time.
I don't like his arm. I mean, I don't know.
I hate
he's
his
a good
ankles.
Quarterback.
Let's talk about what you like about his body. What are your favorite body parts of Mariota?
That pinky toe of his, man.
Yeah, he's got a good pinky toe on. I'll give him that.
Those ears.
Yeah, those hearers. All right, Tony, thanks for hanging out, bud.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy your weekend. We will take a time out, come back when we return. Brian North joins us. We'll talk about what's going on in the world of sports. Also, Free Beer Friday, Bud Light next. Can be yours. We got a 12-pack to give away, along with a large 2-topping pizza from Domino's. We'll do that in hour 3 as well. More to go on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
If you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems, professional cleaning of your air ducts can help. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 other viruses, including the coronavirus. And if you get your house ductwork cleaned now, you'll receive a free dryer vent cleaning valued at $150. Carolina Quality Air, family owned and operated right here in Winterville, and the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. Visit them online today at carolinaqualityair.com.
Grow Rug 26 is coming to Greenville March 25th through the 27th. This is DJ Fossil from F3 ENC, inviting all men to sign up now for this leadership training event. The Grow Rug training events are designed to help men become high-impact men by reinforcing the F3 mission of invigoration of male community leadership. To register or to learn more, please visit f3enc.com. That's f3enc.com. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started if you want to be great.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelves and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Watch all of Pirate Radio's local programming on YouTube Live. Go to YouTube and search for Pirate Radio TV and subscribe today where you can watch Pirate Radio Live Monday through Friday from 3 to 6. And so just go to YouTube and search for Pirate Radio TV and subscribe today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All righty, Zach Agnos grounds out to second to begin the bottom of the fourth for the Pirates. It is Bryant 2, East Carolina nothing, a 2-run home run earlier in the game for the Bulldogs in the, second inning, I believe, put them on top. And they sit right now with that 2-0 lead. Bryson Worrell to the plate for East Carolina. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Brian North. Talk about everything going on in the world of sports as he joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. North, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. So you're telling me what's going on in the world of sports? Are you
I'm going to help you tell the people what's going on in the world of sports.
That works.
Quite a bit going on, Brian, as we got where to begin. Let's start with hoops. Another road win for the Road Warriors all of a sudden, Brian. Back-to-back ECU road basketball victories. Picking one up in not an aesthetically pleasing game against South Florida, but they go on the road, get a win, and have a favorable schedule to end the regular season. So we'll see how Joe Dooley's guys can finish up this regular season.
When's the last time ECU's won back-to-back road games in the AAC?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Right. I don't either. I didn't have time to look it up today, but it's happened before. It's only happened once. So it's very rare, especially in February, for the Pirates to go on the road and get victories. So that's, little signs. I mean, in basketball, you can change the landscape a lot faster than other sports, but sometimes when you have a program that's never been deeply established, little things like that are good things to help you go forward and just kind of get your name in a little bit better place in recruits' minds than where it's been in the past.
And Brian, we hadn't talked much about this, on the air, but there's definitely chatter of, with Joe Dooley, the future. What about next year? With him having another year on his contract, it's either extension time or maybe bring in a new guy time, and that's a decision John Gilbert and the folks are going to have to make. I know it's definitely a discussion, behind the scenes and from people I'm talking to, but I don't know. What do you think about Joe Dooley's future here at ECU?
Well, I've always said one of the biggest issues ECU's had is consistency, especially when it comes to the program. Now, you can discuss whether or not you like what Joe Dooley does with that. Is he establishing the foundation, or is he trying to find lightning in a bottle by getting all the transfers in? It's the way college basketball is now. So I think really what you have to discuss is you've got a program that's never had much success, sustained, consistent success. And so what is the plan to get there? And is your current head coach, who's had success before, and I think Joe Dooley is a smart guy, knows basketball, knows what he's doing, but is he the guy that you're going to have with the university philosophy of how you're going to change the program? Look, the AAC is going to look different in a few years when Cincinnati Houston leave and whoever else is going to Central Florida going as well. And so that's going to change the landscape of the competition and maybe make competition a little bit more a little more equal for ECU for what they're getting ready to compete in. So I really think you have to have that philosophical discussion. Joe Dooley's a smart guy and a good coach. Is he going to go with the philosophy you want for your university? I think that's the big discussion that has to be had.
Brian, the part about, developing a foundation or just trying to piecemeal it each year, I talked about it with Morgan earlier. There were key moments last night, like Alexis Reyes hadn't played a lot this year. He's playing now, and he's playing hard, and he's playing in key minutes. And you can say the same about Brandon Johnson, R.J. Felton, who's in the starting lineup. So I'm almost reluctant to talk about, just see what these guys look like 2 years from now, because the way it is, we don't know if they'll be here 2 years from now,
No, they won't, especially if you're not winning. Kids where they can win and they can play. And that's always been, even before the transfer issue started plaguing sports, ECU always had that problem. Very rarely have they kept productive four-year players who got better and built the program. Yeah. And even when you did keep them, you never kept the group around them to help them improve as well. It's always been trying to catch lightning in a bottle sort of philosophy, and I know that's where basketball kind of is right now, but it's really a tough way to go through life. When you construction-wise, when you go to build something, you build the foundation and build on up and make it a solid deal the whole way. And that's what you try to do in sports. And I think you're seeing Mike Houston has been doing it in football, but that's a different animal. Basketball is a little bit tougher. And in this landscape, I still think it can be done. If you're asking Brian North, who's sitting out here in the middle of nowhere, how he would do it, I would recruit 75 to 80% of my roster. I would make from Eastern North Carolina, Central and Eastern North Carolina. I think there's enough talent around here. You get them to stay, and you start building your fan bases to want to come watch the local guys, and then filling your parts around that. At least get guys who want to be hungry and want to stay in your program instead of always looking for the next place to go. That's how I would try to do it. Whether they'd be successful or not, I don't know. But I know that's not how college basketball coaches do it. That's just not how things are done in that sport.
Well, if it didn't work, Brian, you could get fired, land a TV gig, and still make good money. So either way, you're good.
I'd be fine with that.
Brian North joining us. A beautiful day for baseball, Brian North. Opening day at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Cliff Godwin's Pirates Preseason, it picked in the top 25, top 15. A little more difficult to complete that when you're without your Friday ace for now, and maybe moving forward. We shall see about the status of Carson Wisenhunt. But what's your take on this 2022 ECU baseball team taking the field on the field for the first time today?
You know, when we're talking sports, we always talk about, you know, getting into the top 25 is good. Getting into the top 10 is even tougher.
Yeah.
Where Cliff God was trying to go, and sometimes you just it's little things that make you get into that top 10. And the way he goes about it, the way he's building, his philosophies, all those things are great. But you got to have your players to do it. And look, sometimes there's moments in your program's history when you have talented players who have to learn that they've got to buy into the system or what the coach wants and the expectations they have here. And we all know Mr. Wisenhunt, he's a little bit different cat. Left-handed pitchers always are. And so I think this is just one of those disagreements that is either going to lead in a direction where he's just not going to be a part of the team, and then you say to yourself, well, if he's not buying into any of those philosophies, that's fine. Go your separate ways and find someone who wants to buy in. Or you find out that it's a learning process. Young people make mistakes. Young people have to go through things. Even old people have to go through things. And so maybe this is, for Carson, this is the opportunity for him to have a maturing and learning experience and come back even better. We will see. Either way, the program is fine. One player right now does not make that program.
Yeah.
One player can help that program in certain games, but one player does not make that program the way Cliff Godwin has it built. And I think he's trying to establish the right things and do the right things. And if you don't want to be a part of it, we'll go on without you and we'll be fine.
Yeah, and the Pirates had a lot of big shoes to fill with, you know, Gavin Williams and Bridges and Colmore on the pitching side, Norby, Francisco, Cadell on the hitting side. But every year, Brian, there's a guy, and a lot of people have made this comment this week that, you know, we didn't know heading into last year Connor Norby was an All-American. You know, so there's going to be a guy this year that steps up and becomes the producer on this team, and it's probably going to be multiple guys, Brian, and I'm excited to see who that is.
And this is where I trust Cliff Godwin. Now,
yeah.
I talk all the time about how I like, you know, Eastern North Carolina kids to be on these rosters, and that's how I build the basketball team. Cliff Godwin's gone beyond that, right? There's very few local guys in the roster. He recruits nationally now at a level where he does not have to bring in guys from Eastern North Carolina all the time unless they're great. And right now we don't have those great players playing a lot of different places in college baseball, but he's been able to go out and find those guys who we may not be as familiar with, but they are high-quality players who are stepping in right away when the number is called. So I trust Cliff Godwin because the resume says every year he finds people to step in. They just haven't been able to make that one key play in the Super Regionals to get them to the College World Series. But for consistency of programs and what you put out there, day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, I trust Cliff Godwin with the choices he makes with the players he brings in.
Brian North joining us today on the Pirate Radio Live Line. East Carolina will be in action coming up Saturday, 2 o'clock, Sunday 1 at Clark LeClaire Stadium. North, ECU football schedule came out, and we've talked about this. How about 4 straight at home to open up the season? That's something you don't see a lot. I don't remember ever seeing that for ECU.
Boy, I thought like David Garrard and them may have had that at one point, but I'd have to go back and look too. But no, with college football, that's the neat thing. You only have one game a week. And a lot of times it's not, you know, you have the separation of, okay, you're home a week, off a week, or away a week, and it kind of helps the fan base. 4 straight weeks is a grind on the fan base, right? You have a month commitment of having to show up on those Saturdays, and I didn't see if they were all Saturday games or not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, ECU is a regional, they draw regionally, right? They get people from Triad and Norfolk and Charlotte, and people have to drive in for those weekend games, and that's a commitment to do 4 straight weeks. But if you put on a good product on the field and you're winning, people will make that sacrifice for those 4 straight weeks. But no, there's a grind on the fan base, and financially and time-wise to have to do that.
Yeah, and you've got a stretch, Brian, that we're all selfish. We all look out for ourselves. I was looking out at this stretch at Cincinnati on a Friday, off week, or excuse me, at BYU on a Friday, off week, at Cincinnati on a Friday. That's 3 straight Saturdays off for myself and Pirate fans where they can refresh the battery. So I'm looking forward to that.
Is the 5th quarter more of a grind on a Friday night or a Saturday?
I would say I would say Friday. I would say Saturday. It's more of a grind. Looking ahead, knowing I'll have a full weekend once I'm done taking this last angry phone call is a good feeling. So,
and I gotta think Friday night games, right? It's not, people aren't gonna stay up and commit themselves to complaining that late at night. So I got to think there's less time in that fifth quarter of the complaining going on.
Yeah.
Which, if they're winning, it shouldn't be that much anyways. But yeah, I think that's probably better for you and your family life. Hardy, start scheduling the All-American Family Weekend.
Yes, sir. Already got it ready to roll for those Saturdays off. We love those around here. Brian North joining us today. Brian, let's see. What else we got? Olympics are the Olympics wrapping up? I have not watched any of it. I got to be honest with you.
I got nothing.
Yeah. And I was never like super into it, but I would at least check it out and try. I don't know. I'm just way off the reservation with it.
I'm with you on that, and I think a lot of it has to do with the way the sports have changed, right? We always had sports that were defined by a finish line or who jumped the farthest or one of those things. More of these sports now are arbitrary and subjective, and you have people doing flips and twists, and a judge has to tell you what they think of it.
And it's all like the super shady with the judges and everything.
Right, and I don't know, man. I'm a simple guy. Whoever gets their line first wins and gets the medal. But look, I understand they're trying to appeal to more people, and you get your scandals going on, but all these super cross G things. There's so many. It's just not the simple Olympics I remember, or maybe I'm just old and get confused a lot easier now. But no, and look, being in Beijing, China, other side of the world, different time zone, that has a lot to do with it as well. But ever since, I don't know, mid-'90s, the Olympics just hasn't struck me as much. I think it has more to do with more of the professional athletes. There used to be that real amateurism.
Yeah.
Now there's, you have athletes who are around, get paid a lot more, and not that that's bad for them, good for them. I just find it less intriguing to learn about their stories or learn about what they do, because they're basically professionals that come out once every 4 years.
Brian, we had Scott Rogers on earlier this week, currently calling East Carolina baseball in his first year as the play-by-play voice for Pirate Baseball. But he said, I asked him about high school, where we are on the calendar, and he said we'll have some seating, some brackets come out this weekend. And I thought about you. I think it's more football when you complain and everybody else complains about the brackets, but you can complain about the basketball brackets too in high school, right?
And that's probably even worse than stuff done, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Scott said that there was a preliminary talks of, and I'm trying to remember the schools. It was one of the Brunswicks versus First Flight, and it was a first round matchup, and I think it was like a 4.5 hour car trip or something like that.
Oh, probably more than that. You could probably get to New York City faster than you could get to another spot in North Carolina, the way some places are. Remember that, I don't know, back when we had the other recession, 2008, 2009, and the NCHSAA decided to start doing pod stuff, basically playing people you've already played in the first couple of rounds, and everybody hated that, so now they're going to the other extreme. But look, there's always going to be complaints, but we actually had a normal regular season. There was very few cancellations when it came to the high school sports in basketball, so that was good. And so it's kind of a normalcy, so it's nice we're complaining just about seeding now when it comes to basketball. But, look, working the morning show, I have not paid as much of attention to high school basketball. I'm normally the guy who can tell you everything about everybody, but this is the first year I have not seen them as much. So I am not as qualified as I used to be to talk about it, but I will guarantee one thing: the NCHSAA will screw it up somehow in the seedings when they come out this weekend, and there will be some matchups that are played way too early. They should be later on in the playoffs. But look, Farmville's going to be in there, both boys and girls again, and making deep runs. Kinston's going to be good again. I mean, it's going to be a lot of your usual characters going to be right there when those brackets come out. And then you've got guys like West Carteret are pretty good this year, and we're expecting them to make a deep run in 3A.
Brian North joining us, the morning man, joining us today, this afternoon. And I appreciate you doing this, Brian. This is like night, twilight hours to you while we're talking right now. So
I had to go to the grocery store last night at like 7:30, and that used to be my prime time, 7:30 p.m. That's when I'm going to game. I'm just getting games.
Yeah.
Into it. I'm out. I drove out of my driveway last night, and I became old man North. Like, what are these people doing out so late? What's traffic this time of night?
Oh, they have families? What is going on?
Yeah, what is going on? What is wrong with these people, these hooligans that are out so late?
Wow.
It's just so weird, that feeling. And I'm like, my God, this used to be my prime. I'm the guy now that I was getting mad at because I wouldn't get out of the way because I was trying to get to you.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely horrible.
The circle of life. Good stuff, Brian. Thanks for joining us. Have fun this weekend with your gals and your family, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good, Clipper.
Thank you, Brian. Brian North joining us on this Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We are going to give you a 12-pack of Bud Light Next and Domino's when we take a break here in just a couple of minutes. The book is closed today for East Carolina pitcher Garrett Saylor. If you had the over strikeouts, you won your prop because I set it at 4.5. He had 5. 5 Ks, 2 walks, 2 earned runs on 4 hits for Garrett Saylor today as he leaves the game. There's 1 out in the 5th inning and a couple of base runners for Bryant, who lead East Carolina right now. 2-0 is that score. So East Carolina has just 3 hits on the day. Bryant has 4 to produce those 2 runs. No errors in the game so far. The Pirates have left 3 runners on base, and costly one early in the game. Was it the first inning, right, where Cunningham had the triple?
Yeah, hit the top of the wall and got away from the left fielder, and he was able to get to third. So, Carter Cunningham almost got the first home run of the season for the Pirates. If that was the case, J.R. Robertson, who visited the Pirate Radio studios right before the game, picking up his prize that he won yesterday, he would have been right. But unfortunately, he only got a triple and was not able to be brought home for the first Pirate run of the season. So Pirates still no scores in the 5th inning. They're down 2-0 against Bryant.
Break out your winks, folks, because Shane Winkler and the ECU softball team picked up a win 4-2 over Colgate. They are playing against Rutgers coming up shortly. Also, as I was checking the live stats from ECU and Bryant, I saw that lacrosse is going on as well. 1-1, the score. I believe they're playing Winthrop in lacrosse.
It's a busy day over there at the Grady White Athletic Complex with ECU softball just getting done. ECU baseball still going on right now, and then lacrosse, as you mentioned. So a busy day here on this Friday at East Carolina.
Tony Dunn told his story when he was here last hour that he ran into somebody and they said somebody from Pirate Radio is a jerk. And Tony went down the list, myself, Troy D, and shockingly,
the needle landed on Jonathan Ellerby.
Donald Wan on Facebook Live says, Ellerby pushed one of my kids on the ground in the grocery store parking lot the other day.
What? Oh, my God.
I don't think that is real, but that is hilarious.
I can't see that. No.
Just walking to his car, shoves a kid to the ground. Yeah, that sounds like Ellerby behavior. We were also talking about the Matt Stafford during the parade celebration. The girl falls from the stage and Stafford immediately turns around and walks the other way. Mike says Stafford should have dove off the stage like Mankind when he got thrown off the top of the cage by the Undertaker. Just done a giant, he is broken in half as God is my witness. But instead, Stafford just walked away.
I love it.
Wes loves any wrestling reference. You still watching wrestling, Wes?
Yes, I'm watching Mid-South.
So is that like old stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you watching it for the first time? Do you already know what's going to happen?
No.
Okay. You know what? That's kind of cool.
And the thing is if you watch Mid-South, you see the guys that are going to be in WWF before long.
So who are the stars in the time that you're watching? Or who are the names you're watching
Ted
right
DiBiase.
Okay. This is pre-$1 Million Man?
Is that $1 Million Man?
That is before the $1 Million Man. This is when he his move was the loaded glove.
What was that?
He had a glove and he put some
a foreign object in there.
That's right.
All right.
And he would knock him out cold.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Who else?
Let's see. We got at the time it was Hacksaw Butch Reed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Jim Duggan.
No,
you're talking about a different guy.
No, he's
Oh, it's the same guy, different name.
No. You got to remember. He changed Butch Reed.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
Mid-South ended up being the natural Butch Reed in WWE.
Yeah, I don't know that name. I'll have to look that up.
Oh, boy.
All right, who else you got?
All right, we got Paul Orndorff.
Okay, I remember him.
All right, we got...
he's a heel, right? He's a bad guy?
He went
back and forth. Okay.
Yeah. King Kong Bundy.
Oh, I remember him.
Yep, and then you got...
King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, you got the Wild Samoans.
Now, were they singles wrestlers after that?
No.
Okay, all right.
All right. Skandar Akbar.
Don't know who that is.
Oh, my. If you don't know who Skandar Akbar is, you don't know wrestling.
Well, I guess I don't know wrestling.
Well, he was the main manager in wrestling back in the...
I recognize him. I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got, let's see. Okay, you got One Man Gang.
Oh, yeah. I remember him.
All right, you got Slick.
Yeah, he was a manager, right? Valet, whatever. Yeah.
All right, now, if you follow anything that Slick ends actually $1 Million Man ends up getting all of Bobby Heenan's crowd.
Okay.
When Bobby Heenan goes to WCW.
Are you watching anything current, Wes? Did you watch the Royal Rumble?
No, I did not.
I thought it was the worst Royal Rumble I've ever watched.
Why do you think I didn't watch it?
Okay, you made the right call.
I know, because...
and I hadn't watched in forever, but I always tune into the Rumble, you know?
Yeah, now here's the question. Are you going to go to the State Fairgrounds to see the new wrestling that's going on up there in March?
I am not. Who's wrestling there?
You got Chris Adams. You got let's see, I can't remember them all.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this.
But I mean, you remember the guy that did the full Nelson that
the Master Lock?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Chris Masters?
Chris Masters is going to be there.
The Master Lock.
Hornswoggle is going to be there.
All right. Are you going?
I remember Hornswoggle.
I think I am really very tempted on going.
Yes. All right, cool. Did you hear our interviews with Brock Anderson
and
Lodi?
I did.
That was pretty cool, right?
It was real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, Wes Hines, let's answer some phones. Wes, play the booty bag intro.
All right.
See if you know where that is. Oh, yeah.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, things have gone mid-south for the ECU baseball team, mostly south. 4-0, Bryant leads in the 5th inning. But we're going to brighten your day with some cold beer and pizza. 12-pack of Bud Light next, and a large 2-topping pizza from Domino's can be yours if you are caller number 8 right now, 317-1250, 317-1250. More to go on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
In Greenville, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. Like the one who mowed your lawn that week you were sick. Well, here's another good neighbor you can count on. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer. Timothy and his team are here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance, which can save you money and time. So combine home and auto and start the savings rolling. Call State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer at 493-0002 and start saving today.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with a pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Pick up some new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda at your favorite retailer today. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989, and the official beer of the ECU Pirates.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Your power's out. There's a water leak. What do? For these and other utility-related emergencies, you need service, and you want it fast. There are 2 things you can do to get the quickest response if you're a GUC customer. First, you can call the hotline at 1-855-767-2482 and report any utility-related emergency. That number is also on GUC.com. Or second, you can give GUC your phone number. The hotline process is quickest when their account records have your current phone number. Service you can count on. Greenville Utilities.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
Listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back to the program. Did you miss a show on Pirate Radio? Listen to all of Pirate Radio's archived local programming by subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Spotify. Subscribe today by going to the podcast app on your iPhone or Apple device and search for Pirate Radio Audio Archives. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All righty, taking a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Pirates trail 5-0 in the 5th. They have had a tough time trying to get out of this 5th inning. 1 out right now with runners on 2nd and 3rd for the Bryant Bulldogs, who have the 5-0 lead. Pirates need to get out of this one and get a little rally going at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Some other scores. There's some low-scoring games here on opening day, and some teams are finding it easy to cross the plate, including NC State. They're up 14-4 on Evansville. I'm trying to find the score. Virginia Tech, had 17 runs last time I checked. Iowa's put up 12 on Air Force. College of Charleston has 20. A 20 spot against Wagner. Memphis 13-0 over Valpo. So you got some high-scoring games across the country, some low-scoring games as well. Long Beach State goes to Starkville and knocks off Mississippi State 3-0, that final score. Mississippi State, I think, ranked 4th in the country, losing on opening day. So Bryant trying to be another team that knocks off a ring team on opening day, but still a lot of baseball left at Clark LeClaire Stadium as the Pirates 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. We'll talk some golf and other topics with Mark Greenhell's Golf Shop Radio Show, who joins us today, I believe, live from a golf course. Greeny, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I am. I'm down in Florida playing some golf, so who knew, right?
Good deal. How you shooting today?
Not very good. I haven't played in a couple months since, all we have is snow in the Charlotte area. And it's very, very windy down here in Florida right now. So, tough conditions. Going well so far. Although I just drove the 12th hole and 2-putted for birdie.
All right, there you go. Mark Greenhill is live on the course joining us. Greeny, let's talk about what happened last week before we get to this week. And since I saw it, I've been wanting to hear your take on the Waste Management Open and the theatrics, the hooliganism of the fans. How about that? Last week, we know it's rowdy, but I've never seen that before on a golf course, especially on the PGA Tour. So what's your take, Greeny, as a golf guy on what we saw last weekend?
I'm totally fine with it. The hole-in-ones and the reaction and the raining beer and beer cans, totally fine with that. I think where the fans draw cross the line is like, Justin Thomas chips in for birdie on Sunday, and the same thing happens. It's like, okay, That's a little much. I mean, the hole-in-ones, I'm all for it, but, everything else, I mean, you can cheer and be loud, but don't throw the stuff and rain down beer cans and beer when somebody chips in for birdie. So I think that might be crossing the line a little bit, and I think if they could get that under control, but I have no problem with anything else that they do there. And, and I think that's the one venue where it works. And I think it also works at the stadium course at Sawgrass, but they don't quite get as ruckus. I think it's a little different crowd there.
And, okay, that's on the fans. How about the players, Greeny? We had the golfer taking his shirt off and bit of some Petey Pablo helicopter action there. How about, is that something that pretty clearly it's only going to happen there and nowhere else on the PGA Tour, right?
Yeah, and that was, Harry Higgs. I think he was called out by his playing partner, Joel Dahman, that said, I don't think he'll do it. So that was kind of a double dog dare you to do it.
Yeah.
He knocked in the butt, and he went ahead and did it. So, I mean, again, that doesn't hurt anybody. And the funny thing, though, is when you go back and look at it, Patrick Cantlay hit the putt on 16 that bounced about 3 inches in the air. And then you go back and you say, okay, is that from a random beer bottler or something that landed on that spot in the green, created that issue, made his ball bobble? We don't know if it was going in anyway or if it was, what it was. But, if that putt goes in, it might be a different golf tournament. Maybe he wins it outright. So, again, I think if you control, it a little bit from a standpoint of other than the hole-in-ones, let them go crazy on the hole-in-ones. But I think control it from the other standpoint a little bit more.
Mark Greenhell's Golf Shop Radio Show joining us on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Greeny, as we record this a couple of hours earlier in the day, Harold Varner III just about to tee off. It may not matter that we don't have an update for you during this conversation because he had a rough Thursday and was 6 over. 5 over or 6 over? 6 over yesterday in his first round at the Genesis Invitational. So after that win, we've seen HV3 miss a cut and now 6 over on Thursday, Greeny. So he, I don't know, maybe needs another week off to celebrate that win. He's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, it's always tough to come off a win, I think. I mean, everybody wants your time and all that stuff. And we've talked about, his putting before. His putting yesterday actually wasn't that bad. It was his strokes gained off the tee. So we've always said that he's good off the tee. He's good on approach. He just doesn't make a lot of putts. And yesterday he was terrible off the tee. So that was the reason for that bad round. So, I think that's just an anomaly for HV3. I think we'll see him get it back going here again as we get back to Florida. my kind of golf.
There you go. Mark Greenhill's getting ready for that. The golf to get back on the East Coast, and nice weather day here in Greenville, North Carolina, for some college baseball, Greeny. And you're a Clemson Tiger. They have a history of good college baseball. It's such a niche sport. If you're in a college town, you probably like it. If you're in a city, you might not know it exists. So where do you stand? Do you follow college baseball at all, Greeny?
I do a little bit. I mean, when I was at Clemson, I used to go to the baseball games there at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. Always an interesting stadium because they have a little hill at the out in the outfield that goes up to the wall. So always an interesting little stadium to go watch. But I watched all the sports. I mean, I watched women's basketball and all the soccer games and baseball games. So I watched everything I could when I was there. So I'm not a huge college baseball fan, but I think it's fun to watch, especially with those aluminum bats popping.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll hear a lot of pinging going on out at Clark LeClaire Stadium this weekend. East Carolina top 15 preseason. We'll see if they can make another run to a super regional. And, Greeny, the NFL's wrapped up. So what else outside of golf will you be discussing on the Golf Shop radio show on Saturday?
Well, I'm a hockey guy, but I don't think we'll get away with talking a lot of hockey. But
what, Bruins, I guess?
Oh, yeah. They're struggling a little bit right now. But we can... We'll talk about college basketball as we head towards the ACC tournament in this area. We'll get to see. It seems like an odd year, as odd as the ACC football scene was.
Yeah,
it's almost like the basketball scene for the ACC is just as interesting. I mean, there's nobody that's really dominant. I mean, Duke can beat anybody. They can lose to anybody, and they may only get 4 or 5 bids, which is really low for the ACC. So, not very good basketball being played this year in the ACC.
What's the topic of discussion golf-wise coming up on Saturday for you guys?
Oh, I think it'll be Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
His mouth that, it doesn't seem like he's got a whole lot of support from PGA Tour players. Rory and all these guys have kind of come out and said Phil's basically speaking for Phil and not for the rest of us. So it seems like there's a huge rift on the PGA Tour. And I think it was Rory McIlroy that actually said it looks like the Saudi Golf League is going to be more of a mid-senior tour where you're going to get guys in their mid-40s to early 50s being the marquee players out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Supposedly they weren't going to really release anything until they signed 20 players. Supposedly they got 20 players signed. We don't know who they are other than maybe Phil and somebody like Lee Westwood and Ian Poulter and those kind of guys. So for me, not really, unless you get maybe a Bryson, but 1 or 2 more key players isn't going to do it for me.
Interesting. Golf Shop radio show coming your way Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m. right here on Pirate Radio. Greeny, we'll let you get back to your golfing. Thanks for joining us today, and have a great show on Saturday.
All right, thanks, Cliff. You too. Have a good one.
Mark Greenhill's joining us. Golf Shop radio show produced by Wes Hines here locally.
Thank you.
And every Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m. Right here on Pirate Radio. All right, East Carolina Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update presented by Dubuck. Pirates down 5-0, bottom of the 5th. AMAC, Alec McAraven's trying to start a rally here as he leads off the bottom of the 5th. We'll keep you up to date on what happens in the next 20 minutes or so, see if the Pirates can scratch across a run and start a little rally here in the later innings, the second half of this baseball game. You heading out there, Chandler?
Yeah.
You better get you a layer or two.
Yeah, I'm going to have to stop by the house and grab some slacks, a jack, and maybe a hoodie.
And maybe a pack.
And a pack.
Yeah, a whack pack. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. We'll get a Wes Hines life update. See if anything's going on with you, Wes.
All right.
And talk more when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers through the year of COVID. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
For service, we're doing touchless pickup and drop-offs. So when you pull your vehicle in, we greet you at the car and open the door for you, but we're putting plastic on the seats. We're having a steering wheel cover put on. We even have shift knob covers now this year. And then we have the customer actually drop the key in a baggie, and they're the next one to touch that key when it comes out of the baggie when they pick up their vehicle. So just want to make sure we take care of the customers that voted us number one.
Brown & Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
If you love the food at Villa Verde, and hey, who doesn't? Now Villa Verde makes it even easier for you to order takeout. Tell us about it, Jay.
If you go to myvillaverde.com, you can order online, and we'll have it ready for you to go. Plus, you can pick it up at either one of our locations. No waiting in line to pay, and no waiting at all. Just pick it up and go. With online ordering from myvillaverde.com, or from our mobile app, plus even from our Facebook page. Villa Verde, with 2 Greenville locations to serve you. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
This is former ECU football player Bryce Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back to the program for the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner. Be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the close to 53,000 followers today at PR927FM. And congratulations to Steve Hill, who was the winner of our Free Beer Friday today. Forgot to mention that coming into the last break. So congratulations to Steve Hill. So let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right. Steve Hill was at trivia the other night in his Washington Commanders hat.
I saw the hat.
I guess I'm going to have to get a lid at some point.
I know I was watching you on Twitter there. How late did that thing go?
What thing?
Your trivia the other night.
It goes to about 10 o'clock every night.
Yeah, well, try to wrap up before 10, but we had a big crowd, so it took a little longer. So
that's what I thought.
We were done right around 10.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Wow.
It was a good crowd. What are you wowing about over there?
I think you're behind, but you'll see it. The right fielder and center fielder collided, but the right fielder makes the catch, and Bryant gets out of the inning, and it remains 5-0 Bryant over ECU on your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by Dubuck.
And they were having a disagreement on whose ball that was as they run off the field there. They're still talking. They're trotting in, having a long conversation. That could have been ugly. But instead,
gotta communicate.
It's ugly right now because the Pirates are losing 5-0. We saw Justin Wilcoxon get a base hit up the middle, and then Luke. Where's his name?
Is Luke Larson playing baseball as well?
Luke Lawson.
Luke Lawson's playing baseball.
Luke Nowak. Who's that, Chandler?
Luke Nowak?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
He was a pinch runner.
Pinch runner for Wilcox.
Yeah. So some new names that we're going to learn and get to know this season. Luke Nowak came in as a pinch runner, so I guess we're going to have a new catcher, Ben Newton, or otherwise coming into the game here in the top of the 6th inning. All right, Wes Hines, great to see you, man.
Good to see you, Clip.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No, I did not.
Did you? If you could choose a halftime musical act for the Super Bowl, who would, alive or dead, who would you pick?
Oh, I would go with Tim McGraw.
Hey, that's not bad. He's got a ton of hits.
Yep.
Probably put on a decent show. Is he still
like if Nashville hosted the Super Bowl?
Yeah. He could do like Reba, Tim McGraw, do a whole country thing.
Yes.
I'm with you, Wes.
Toby Keith,
yeah.
I like that. Is he still married to Faith Hill?
Faith Hill?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
He was married to Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side.
That's a movie, Chandler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
All right, Wes, what's going on in your world, man? What's new?
Oh, just I will not go into health issues because they get graphic after a while. So.
Yeah, and you've had a lot of stuff, but you doing all right now?
Yes, sir. I've got I go see the surgeon in April, and hopefully they'll get my neck and back fixed, and I'll be good to go.
All right. Well, we're glad you're up and running.
Yeah.
And appreciate your help as always.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now your wife's here. You can't tell the good stories. Man, it was just about to be story time.
Yeah.
And now,
that's the way it is.
What's on the dinner menu tonight, Wes?
Oh, let's see. We'll probably do the Angus grill, probably.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, you get a burger?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are.
Good stop.
Great burgers. Also, really good cheesesteaks, and they have different kinds. I like the steak and egg cheesesteak.
Oh,
got to throw a little egg on it.
Come on.
Come on now.
I love some eggs so I can
come on now.
So I can blow my wife out of the bed.
All right, there you go. We got there. I didn't know how we'd get there, but we got there.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, Wes.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
I don't. That's why you like eggs, just for that one reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
You went to bed to yourself.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up.
If you got to. You've got to relieve yourself. You just got to go eat mushrooms. That's what I do.
What are you talking about?
No, if you've got the crap.
Okay. Well, Wes, get
Peggy's back here saying, "Geez, Wesley."
Yeah, I'm not setting you up for. So that cheesesteak I was talking about, I'm pretty sure it has mushrooms on it too.
All right, so
you have a fun night at home.
Yeah.
right.
So party at Anger's Grill, after party at the Heinz house.
Yeah. Specifically the restroom, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back, get ready to wrap things up on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Pirates trailing 5-0 in the 6th inning as Bryant up to the plate, 1 out in the 6th. We'll take a timeout, come back, have more for you, and wrap it up after this.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Because slice to order makes a sub above. Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 Chicken Philly. Because grilled to order makes a sub above.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Hey, this is Troy D., proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
Hey Pirate fans, D&D Advertising has the new 2022 baseball schedules ready, and you can pick them up at these fine business locations: Phoenix Sign Pros, Avery Plumbing, Postal Annex of Greenville Auto Repair Center, Bowman Paget and Associates, ENC Roofing, McGregor Downs Health and Rehab Center, Stowe's Vegetation Experts, Billy's Tree Service, JTG Professional Window Tint, Crawl Space Pro, Club Pilates, Jolly's Pawn, Vestique Clothing and Accessories Boutique, Herc Reynolds, Jennifer Schaefer Coldwell Banker, Blackbeard Cigars, Uptown Brewing Company, or the Bodega and Cafe. Please patronize these fine businesses as they are an asset to the community. D&D Advertising Enterprises is not licensed, affiliated with, or endorsed by any university, sports institution, or program unless specifically stated in writing. No proceeds from any of the funds collected for your ad will be given to any educational institution or sports team. We are not responsible for any schedule changes made after printing.
Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York style pizza is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
All right, time to wrap up the show. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch our favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bell's Fork and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. The Breaker, the best place for all your sports watching needs. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, I could go for some wings at the Breaker. Update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. You going to Dubuck this weekend, Chandler?
I might slip out there one night.
Slip out to the Buck?
Possibly tomorrow.
Softball Pirates have already won today, and they're up 1-0 right now in the second inning against Rutgers. So 1-0 ECU softball with the lead. Baseball Pirates, different story. Down 5-0. Chandler, you'll be able to see a few innings when you leave here and get out to Clark LeClaire because it is the bottom of the sixth, no outs, and Cunningham up with the Pirates trailing 5-0.
Hopefully see a rally by the Pirates and get some the beer that I was promised.
Yeah. Pirates have had back-to-back walk-off wins on opening day. So maybe a little rally coming here late in this one. We shall see. But right now, down 5-0. Wes, thanks for pinch hitting today, man.
That's it. We have a different one.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's it.
That's it. Hit it.
Okay.
Wes, thanks for pinch hitting today.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
No problem.
And we'll see you again soon.
I will be here whenever you say.
He's all around. He's everywhere. Chan, man, we'll talk to you Monday.
All right.
3 o'clock, and we'll see you fine folks Monday at 3 on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the baseball out at Clark LeClaire, and we'll talk to you on Monday. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live.